Good morning, everybody. Hello. Scott,
Word up,
Ray,
my man.
Flern, Moon, hello.
Hi.
Energy up, man.
It is a stormy Tuesday morning.
Splish splash.
Yeah, flashes of lightning. Hearing some thunder. 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 So what are they saying for today? It is according to Fox 2, a level 1 out of 5 risk for strong storms. Wind gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Whoa.
A first alert weather day.
Rain and thunderstorms, long gusty winds, which could gust 40-plus miles an hour, even outside of thunderstorms. Let's see here. They're getting hammered out there in Arkansas and Louisiana.
Why would they be drinking so early?
Right.
It is Fat Tuesday. That's why.
Oh,
that makes
I
sense.
see. Okay.
Get it out now.
It is
Well done.
Fat Tuesday. Tomorrow, we Lent.
That's right.
Tomorrow, we Lent. Today, we party.
What will we be giving up for Lent or doing for Lent? Anybody? I've already given up desserts besides cake, so I'm Lenting the entire year.
I've never participated.
I'm sitting this one out, Learn.
What a bunch of
I'm
wussies.
sitting this Lent out.
It's the JC Olympics, dude.
I'm sitting this one out.
As I do every year, I'm stilling
The chase.
Emo Phillips thing about Lent. I'm giving up picking
Did you
my
say
belly
you're
button
stilling?
for Lent. Stealing.
Oh, stealing, okay.
It's early.
The ceiling.
Yeah, stealing.
Stilling.
What should I get?
What is Emo Phillips giving up?
He said he's giving up picking his belly button for Lent.
Okay.
What do
For Lent. I get it.
what do people typically do?
For Lent?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
as
sweets.
somebody who attended Catholic school for a little bit, went to religious training
Yes.
in the Catholic Church.
You don't remember, do you?
I forgot.
It's like you were stalling hard.
No, I mean, you're supposed to give up, right, you're supposed to, no meat Fridays. That's why they got the fish fries.
How
No
long-
meat on Fridays.
How long does this go?
Till Easter.
Till he is risen.
Till he is risen, Rizzin.
Wait, that's only on Friday?
No meat Fridays, yeah. That's why they do the fish
man.
fries.
I thought it was like no meat for Lent.
They don't go vegan, dude.
Well, you could. I
Some.
mean, if you want to give up meat for Lent.
So for
Tradition-
Lent, I can just only celebrate Lent every Friday?
No, you're supposed to give up something. Listen, I say supposed to.
All right.
Should you choose to, give up a vice.
Yeah. Like cursing.
No masturbating.
No joeing, no
No
cursing.
joeing
No way.
till Easter.
No
On Fridays.
porn till Easter.
I won't Joe every Friday.
No, that's meat. I get it.
I'll do that. I'll do
you.
sweets. I'll do sweets.
Nice.
No sweets
No
till
sweets.
till Easter.
Thanks for not making me say it, man.
What?
You said, when I said I'd give up Joeing on Fridays, I just appreciate that you didn't make me say it. You said it for me. That's good teamwork.
No sweets. You
Yeah.
could do it? What is it? Is it 40 days?
40 days,
And 40 nights?
40 nights.
Is it 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter?
I think so. Also, great Josh Hartnett and Shannon Sossaman movie.
Yeah.
40 days?
40 Days and 40 Nights.
Man, I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Well, today's Fat Tuesday, so this is the day we're supposed to get it all out.
Yep.
Party it up. This
Yep.
is actually, I think, Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
You are bilingual of the party nature. Yes. That's right.
So
You speak party.
I speak party. So get it out today, guys. All the vices, all of them. Scott's got 15 hookers on their way.
Oh, my.
That's right.
Whoa.
On their way down. Let's go. Let's do it. Get the poison
Get
out.
this done.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Even if it is a stormy Tuesday. And here's what they're saying, by the way. Rain's going to come in waves today. One wave will impact the region between sunrise and 10 a.m. I think we're starting to see that now. Then the larger wave of rain and storms cross the region during the afternoon. This afternoon, activity is most likely to produce a couple strong wind gusts, pretty wicked. Rainfall totals up to 1 inch are possible. The greatest impact times are likely to be in the afternoon. Afternoon bus stop and evening rush times, although some minor impacts are possible from rain for the morning drive as well. Then it's going to be cold. Could be some wet snow tomorrow morning.
I'm so
Wet
sick of it.
snow.
Wet.
Not sticking, just stupid.
Wet snow. They're not talking accumulating snow. So, kids, you are going in tomorrow to school.
Yay.
You're out of days.
Yep.
You know, now tomorrow's Ash Wednesday. They do the drive-through. They do the drive-through ashes now.
The drive-by. It's nice. Convenient.
Very convenient. You've seen that, right, Rafe? They drive through the church parking lot.
No.
The cross.
Give you the cross on the head, and you're on your way.
Get a
No, I didn't know
hamburger
they
and
put in a-
hash.
In and out.
Do they do a wafer? Drive-by wafer? Like the communion?
No, I think it's just the ashes.
Bummer.
Hey, but by this
Hey.
time next week, sunny and high of 73.
Oh, let's
Great.
go, dude.
Let's go.
I
And
just,
then,
I just want to put in some positive there.
well, we got the spring ahead on Sunday. So we'll lose an hour of sleep and get an extra hour of sunshine.
So you won't be able to sleep because there's too much sun in your room.
Right.
So you won't be able to sleep, and then you have to get up early. The worst.
We'll be all right. You'll be all right, guys.
The worst.
We're
I don't have
adults.
blackout curtains. And
We're
I got
adults.
this little crescent moon window at the top of my vaulted bedroom ceiling, and I got to get the mask out.
I used to have one of those, and I lived there for what, 15 years, and I never found I never got a window dressing that was like
Nor have I.
perfectly fit for it, where it kept the sun out. So there was just no.
Oh,
sleeping
my
in that.
bedroom's got, blackout curtains.
Lucky.
Yeah, we moved there.
But you don't have
Make
like
sure.
you don't have the half moon
No.
window thing. Those are the worst. They're so pretty, and then you go,
Yeah.
oh, what am I supposed to do with
jeez.
this?
Yeah.
No, that's stupid. I even have
It
that.
is stupid. I do enjoy it on the weekends, but yeah, trying to go to sleep whenever it's still daylight out at like 8 o'clock, I'm like, gosh, damn it.
So with today being Fat Tuesday, and officially, it's party up time in New Orleans. Our Mardi Gras celebration was this weekend, this past weekend, and thank you to KMOV for how many arrests were there.
All right, somebody came through for us.
Somebody came through. We were complaining yesterday that we didn't have the numbers on Monday morning. I think, Lauren, you found this.
Well, Danny Solomon, our sales director at KC95, sent it to
Oh,
me.
great.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Danny.
Because the flag had been, had gone down when the RFT went down.
Yeah, our RFT was the source.
Yeah, they within a few hours of the party ending had the arrest reports out.
But I think, these numbers are pretty good.
Oh
Aren't
yeah,
these good numbers?
We were looking at previous
Well-
years. In 2009 was 160, and by like 3 years later, it was down to 80 something, and it was just progressively better and better and better.
Well-
So how did we do?
So, St. Louis Metro Police Department released info yesterday regarding police activity at Mardi Gras. So, Bud Light Grand Parade drew thousands of people into the area on Saturday. The parade started at 11 a.m. near Busch Stadium and wound through packed city streets to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. After the parade, many continued to enjoy the day at the Bud Light party tent, which country star Mitchell Tenpenny, I guess he headlined.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
The guy's name is Mitchell Tenpenny? Did you say
Yes,
that?
it is.
Okay.
10 penny. Why don't you just be a dime?
His nickname, yeah. Must say his nickname.
Mitchell Tenpenny.
I believe that's a
This
male.
is not the focus of the story, guys.
Okay, I'm
He was meant to pick the strings. Tell you what.
Mitch Tenpenny. So here we go.
Pepe named me after the nail.
Here we go. Underage drinking. 7 summons and released. That's what they're saying. Underage drinking 7. Peace disturbance / resisting arrest 1 arrest.
Nice.
Assault in the 3rd degree.
3rd degree.
Yeah, and I looked that up. In Missouri, assault in the 3rd degree is a Class E felony that occurs when somebody knowingly injures another person. It can also include placing someone in fear of harm or touching somebody in an offensive way.
Uh-oh.
That's assault 3rd degree. 3 arrests. And assault 4th on law enforcement / resisting arrest, 1 arrest. So it looks like we got 7, 10, 11, 12 arrests.
Spectacular.
Okay, that's
I
pretty
don't
good.
buy it. I don't
think so?
believe
You
this.
think these
I don't
numbers-
believe this for 1 second.
You think we've been fudging the numbers the last decade?
I don't believe for all those people down there,
Yeah.
all those, the young folks, boozing it up. And it was okay. It was a little chilly, but it was otherwise a pretty nice Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the cops were partying too.
100,000 people there, let's say.
Think they're fudging because of all the Kehoe stuff going on? All the with the governor?
No, I think they've been fudging the numbers for a couple of years now. I think back when we looked at 09, when it was like 100-something arrests.
Those were more true.
I think those. Listen, I could be wrong. I don't know.
You're cynical right now.
My spidey sense is tingling.
Maybe
Okay.
we just don't have the police force that we need.
Maybe society's
Maybe
shaping
we don't.
up.
Well, crime is down in the city, so
Listen, I don't know.
Weed, man.
This is great.
This is
If
great.
this is true,
I think it's a couple
12
of things.
arrests.
Young people aren't partaking like we did. So where you're seeing the numbers of drunken idiots dwindling because there are less drunken idiots. And, maybe people are just like not as violent.
Hey, to be
Yeah.
honest, I think they changed the parade route too, and it kind of affected the party. Remember a couple years ago when they changed something? It was like people were partying in a different area, and it didn't go as long. Do you remember that?
Interesting. No.
No, it's always been the same.
What is that?
That's
First
not
Street?
true.
Sure.
There was something weird about that. This one year they switched something. I don't remember because Johnny Venus got trapped on the wrong side of the thing.
But that's every year. Somebody gets trapped on the other side of the parade.
I know, but
Yeah.
it was because
That's
they
bad
changed
planning.
something this year, or at least that was his BS excuse.
I think that was his BS excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this whole time.
I remember that.
He's a sweet man, but he can't be trusted.
Johnny Venus on the other side of the parade holding a snare drum. Going, I can't get over that.
can't get over there.
Well, how am
I can't
supposed to
play with the band.
Where was Malia at? Was she on that side?
Johnny, you're unforgiven.
I don't know. I feel like they're. You think it's been going on for a while, huh? I feel like they're really fudging them this year because when the governor's State of the Union or State of the State, didn't he say state takeover of the St. Louis Police Department?
I mean, if that were the case, how would that affect
yeah, I
something
think there'd be
now?
more.
That hasn't happened.
I'm saying, like, are they fudging numbers? Like, look, we're all good. We're down 30%. You guys, we're good.
Oh, so
no
they
need
don't.
for a state takeover of
So
our.
Oh, so
Don't
they
do that?
don't take over.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of articles coming out about how crime's down in the city, more than I've ever seen. Like,
No, but these have been like numbers in the teens for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
so you think this is just a?
It's been
It went from like 200 people arrested in 08 and 09 to 10.
There was also a report out that there's a lot of apartments downtown that people are not filling up. And so they're trying to, maybe both of you are right. Maybe they're trying to say, hey, it's not so bad. Come live downtown.
Yeah.
Or just the cops are like, hey, knock it off.
Just knock it
Yeah.
off.
Just, hey, I see you. Knock it off.
I don't like it.
Which
I don't
kinda
like it. I'm not going to arrest you. Knock it off.
And also the perp's like, dude, I'm not even drunk right now.
I'm high,
Yeah.
which is fine too.
Which is fine. Just
You-
get a ride.
You know how many were MIPs?
7.
Okay. In 2009, there was 68 MIP arrests.
Minor in possession. For those of you scoring.
You know where the minors were? Because Danny Solomon, who has a teen child, made like a ton
and
of money.
Danny's our sales manager. Yes.
His kid was like giving drunk people rides home. Like
Yeah.
he created his own little Uber. So he made like good money on
What?
Saturday. So the young people are actually entrepreneurial and they're making money.
I
think
I don't recommend that, by the way.
Well, nobody.
Hey, teenager, go take out hammered people. Not just hammered people, but Mardi Gras
you gotta
hammered
make
people.
money.
like
dude.
his friends or like randoms?
I don't know. It sounded like just people.
Like
Yeah.
so operating an illegal taxi service.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
normally those things
It's
you
like
have
a
to be-
lemonade stand.
You have to be licensed.
Well,
Maybe people
nobody
just
cares about that.
Okay, I have the article from 2009, which has 116 total arrests. 17. I'll just go to urinating in public. 17 in 2009, but in 2019 there were 28 total arrests and only 1 urinating in public. Arrest.
Okay, so when
It
so
sucks to be that person.
so 09, how many urinating in public?
17.
17. Okay, which is more than were arrested just
Yeah.
Saturday.
68 minors in possession of alcohol. 12 false identifications.
Okay, fake IDs.
4
fine.
DUIs, 4 supplying alcohols to a minor.
Yeah.
3 general peace disturbance, 2 resisting arrest, 2 assault on the law enforcement officers
Yeah.
themselves. It
We
says
got one of those.
1 was
this year.
punched and 1 was spit on. 1 selling liquor without a license. 1 third-degree assault, which you just explained
yeah.
what that is. 1 full property damage because a man got into a fight at a friend's Soulard home and damaged a window.
Third degree assault is basically fighting.
And 1 marijuana possession. So that's right out.
Somebody got a marijuana possession
This is
charge?
09.
Oh, 09, excuse me.
Things were a lot different back
I
then.
thought you said third degree was also touching people on a.
It well could be.
It could be somebody grabbing a boob.
It said
or something, right?
it can include placing someone placing somebody in fear of harm or touching somebody in an offensive way.
So
I don't think it's a sexual thing.
10 years
in an
later.
offensive way.
But 6 years ago, 10 years later, 2019, 28 total, 1 urinating in public, 6 assault arrests, 3 general peace disturbance, 1 DWI, and 17 minor in possession. And that's it.
Okay, well.
Really glazed over that teenage illegal taxi business. I just want to put that out there.
I don't want to get him in trouble. He's just trying to make
Too
some
late.
cash.
Too late. Also, hello,
13
adult.
arrests.
Hello, drunk adult.
I don't know who
It's
picked
me,
up.
unsupervised teen.
He could've
Next
picked
year
up
it's going to be
friends.
one teenager arrested for operating illegal taxi
You know what?
services.
If it gets a drunk person off the street, I'm into it.
I'm worried about
Erroneous.
him.
Hey, this poor
Right.
kid's just trying to run a rickshaw downtown. Poor,
It could have been his family. You know, they were like,
could have been.
Here, Travis,
It
here's
could-
$20.
it could have been.
Thanks for getting drunk Aunt Kathy home. We don't
Let's
know.
just say it was his buddies.
I don't know. His dad was very proud yesterday.
I'm
okay?
proud of him, too.
I'm proud of him, too.
So
I'm
as
proud
long
of
as
him.
dad's not upset, I'm not
I just
upset.
want him
Who
to
gives
be
a crap?
safe.
I wonder if it's because we talk about kids, you know, this is exemplary of that. You know, we talk about how they're not really drinking.
No,
They're not really they're not really getting after it the way we did. So maybe that's why the numbers of like
to this
That's what I
degree,
think.
minors are down.
to this degree, I honestly do think that it's maybe we're not as apt to arrest anymore.
Good.
What an evolution. No, we're just getting better at tricking
At holding our
everybody.
urine.
Yes.
Well, and I, for one, am with that. Like,
I don't want to see people get arrested.
no, it's about keeping people safe, right?
Sure.
Like it's community policing. It is serving the community. It's being down there to make sure everyone's safe. If something happens, there's a medical emergency.
Yeah, I want to know the injuries and incidents report.
We're not trying to bust people.
Well, you remember the whole
Just to
thing,
bust people.
and I don't know if this was urban legend, or hey, if you get caught peeing outside, you're going to be on the sex offender list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I thought
don't-
it was.
Indecent exposure.
For a
right?
while, yes. I think we had an email about this a while
Yeah, but
back.
it was like state to state, and it was a sex crime of
Because you-
some degree.
exposing your genitals outside or something.
Right.
My college roommate got one of the, we were up at Illinois State at, Bloomington, hitting the bars. She had to go. She had a dress on. She popped a squat by a dumpster in an alleyway. Nobody was over there. All of a sudden, some rando cop, walks up, gives her public urination ticket.
He's been watching that dumpster.
Yeah, but you know what though? For a chick,
yeah, you're probably right. But she had a dress on.
She'll just pop a squat. So I don't think you'd be put on the sex offender list for that. For a dude, you got to take your hog out. And there we go. It's out there. Your hog's out, and
In the wind.
I don't know if it's Mardi Gras. I mean, sometimes the dudes got skirts on or kilts, and
sure,
Yeah. They just
Yes.
squat.
pop a squat. That's it. Oh, they always make sure every year when they say, there's plenty of porta potties. So
Let me ask a female question because I don't have a
Please.
wiener. So, if you guys didn't let's say hogs are out, we are whizzing.
Piglets.
If you don't hold on to those, does it move? Or if you're just no hand in it, no hands,
Yeah.
you have a kilt on,
I
you're
think-
just going, man.
I think there's a lot of factors that play in.
Tell me.
Temperature,
Temperature,
Sure.
Pressure.
stream
pressure,
pressure.
stream pressure.
So you're telling me that it actually can start
You
doing
could do
the
the water
tornado
hose thing.
Yeah, you let go of it in the morning on
I'm-
your first whiz, there's going to be you might do flood damage. You might have to
Wow.
have a claim.
It's not going to be like a fire hose that's turned on without anybody.
See, in my
holding it.
imagination, it is, and I enjoy this visual.
Also depends on how you're built.
Sure.
Some people are pokers.
And
You know
you're
what
right.
I'm saying?
What? Yes. If you have a really small dong, is it more crazy? Or if you have a massive hog, is it more weighed down?
Some people
and
are.
so it's cool.
Yeah, some people are pokers. Some people are hangers. I, for one, am a hanger.
Freaks me out, dude. Can't imagine.
So that would not be wise. I couldn't just have a kilt and then just.
Yeah, just spin in circles.
I don't think anybody could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's not a good idea. You got to hold on. You got to hold on.
It's wild. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what are you
Damn.
doing? You
I think there's a lot
exercising?
of factors that come into play. So there's no one blanket
Okay.
statement.
All right. Thanks. I just had
Yeah,
some
we're all built
curiosity.
different.
Everybody's built different. Okay?
All right.
Everybody's built different.
Yeah, I'm trying to suss out this poker hanger theory he's putting out in the world.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to figure out what
Some
that has
folks,
to do with.
some folks are just kind of built like that,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not.
Some aren't growers.
Oh,
and
you're
some
you're
show.
got a divining rod looking for water down there.
Yeah, you know, it's just. This is the direction.
This is
it
where you
points.
dig the well. Thank you, Moon. If his wang points straight down, he's found a reservoir.
The North Star.
Water down there.
Come on, man. Like, I
He's
mean,
gonna get hired by fracking companies.
are you more like this?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I'll have to.
You never. How do you not know?
take a-
You've
I'll be
been with
honest
it
with
for
you.
a while.
I'm not
me?
a straight downer. No, I think I have like a lazy.
I don't think I'm a straight downer, but it
I'm
does
more of a
depend.
leaner, dude.
It does depend on.
Somewhere in between. I like to lean, bro.
So wild.
He's kind of like
Your dog's got an
I guess I'll
elbow?
pee.
He's got an elbow.
Your dog's got an elbow?
He's
My
looking
dog's
like
kind of got
Owen
it. Yeah,
Mills.
my dog does kind of have an elbow, like leaning on my left nut, just kind of like, okay,
Okay, fine.
I guess I'll go.
That is crazy. And like,
It's like an
I mean,
angsty teen.
because like I'm a woman, like, I mean, it's crazy. You guys got like balls as a beanbag. You know, like you got a little seat for like your dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little chair to sit on.
It's
I said it's like a
crazy.
lazy child king on a beanbag throne.
Yeah,
Often.
it's like a sleeping bag, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Very
it is-
delicate. Delicate sleeping bag.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Very delicate.
Sans
bag.
zipper.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You ever
Can't
tried to get out of
imagine.
one of those
What could go
inflatable chairs? That's kind of what it's like.
Almost.
You got to wiggle a
inflated.
little bit.
Almost inflated chair.
But now you know everything, Len.
Thank you. Thanks for answering my female questions.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey,
Yeah,
if
we're
you
here to
got
help.
I
anything-
really am genuinely like, I find it comical and curious.
Hey.
The whole thing is it's a curious item. That's for sure.
Listen, we're here for it, you know? Speaking of danger, and
And okay.
Yeah.
Segues.
trying to pivot out of this. And this is a local story. I'm going to keep this local
Okay.
because there are some dangerous people out there.
Yes.
And has anybody sold anything on Facebook Marketplace before?
Yes.
My husband just did. He just sold his motorcycle on Saturday.
Okay, where did he go for the exchange?
He went to his place of business, Circle of Concern in Valley Park, to the
Okay.
parking lot. Public place.
Public place,
Sold the hog.
sold his hog.
He's getting a new
Speaking
one.
of
don't
hogs,
worry.
Tim sold his.
We've sold a bunch of different stuff on Facebook Marketplace. It's easy, very convenient.
Yeah. It's
We
nice.
never have somebody come over the house, or we never go to somebody else's house. It's always 100% in a very public place.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like for us, convenience would be the Walmart parking lot down in the valley, or we definitely go to a crowded place.
Yeah.
I take no chances, and I never let my wife go alone.
Good.
Never. I hear too many horror stories. Now, have you ever been to somebody's house doing a sale? Or had
Long-
somebody come over to you?
Yes. Long ago, I think it was before Facebook, I went to somebody's house and I got up there and I did it a few times and I forget what it was in this case, but when I walked up to the door, there was stuff everywhere, like outside, just like stuff, like inside stuff on the outside, in the lawn, on the side of the house. And this guy comes out
The
and
Tabbies live there.
he's like, I'm gonna go get it, and he kind of goes around the house towards the back and was gone for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it was just enough time for every voice in my head to go,
Danger.
"You gotta go."
Was it like a hoarder house?
Yes, but on the outside, everything there was
Well-
children's toys and all sorts of stuff just everywhere
I
outside
love-
with grass around it.
I love that show, Hoarders. Hoarders
Yikes.
buried alive.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, sometimes the inside spills to the outside.
Yeah, and I just
We
left.
find the good stuff.
Every voice was like,
Danger.
He still isn't here,
Danger.
he still
What
isn't
were you
here.
selling?
No, I was buying something.
Oh, you were buying.
I forgot what it was though, but I was like, like I said, not only was I uncomfortable there, but I was like, do I want something that's been here?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
You know what I mean? And I left.
Do you ever just look at the area and be like, well, it's in this part of town, so like Wildwood, it's safe to go to the house and
This
buy
is
it.
in the middle of nowhere in Arnold.
No
So,
thanks.
Also, bing.
You're by yourself?
What are you
Yeah, I
saying,
was by
Moon?
myself. You know exactly what I'm saying. I don't need to say it.
I don't know what you're saying.
Get out of here, dude.
Shout out to Arnold. Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
I love Arnold.
L.A. Lower Arnold.
I got plenty of friends from Arnold, and it doesn't always have to be like that. But it
You
sometimes
told me
is.
that was the City of Arnold sign that had all the toys out in front of it.
I've sold a bunch of stuff on Marketplace and Craigslist and had people come over because it's like a refrigerator. I've done refrigerators or bed frames or a couch. You know, like, I mean, I don't. What am I supposed to do? Go to Walmart and have them not show up?
I guess I haven't sold anything big.
I would lug everything out. Like, I don't want.
We just had this happen.
Oh.
Tina sold a king two box springs for a king bed and had them come to the house, and they were fans.
I lied,
which worked out okay, but now
they know where you are.
They know where I live.
When we sold our side by side,
and they were cool people, but
when we sold our side by side, they came to the house.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Drive it to Walmart?
Right.
You don't got the trailer anymore.
I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied.
See, it happens. Sometimes
I rolled the dice.
How dare you lie?
And they were nice.
I got lucky.
They were nice.
I got lucky as well.
And they
cool
paid in
people.
cash.
Yeah. Did they know who you are? Did you have a
they
representative? Didn't. See, that's when you got to have a neighbor come over and be like, yo, act like me and sell this thing.
Well, I thought it was weird because she said that people Venmo'd her sight unseen. And I go, people don't normally do that on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, Andrew says Creve Coeur Police Department has a section of their parking lot to do internet sales.
That's great. I'm sure
behind the dumpster.
Police department have that.
Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of municipalities have that. Scott, have you gone to somebody's house?
Yeah, my wife and I went to one, and a guy gave us shovels and made us go dig in the yard because we were taking his flat rocks.
Was this the
for a
babysitter
walkway.
again?
No,
Okay.
we were.
He handed you a shovel?
No, we took our own shovel. We were grabbing. He had all these.
Oh, we
flat
brought
rocks.
our own shovel.
Oh, good.
He had all these flat rocks, so we made a walkway in our backyard with them, and it was free.
Whoa.
So
Are you
like,
out of your mind?
We need to
It was
talk
a
after the
very
show.
nice
okay,
area.
you are too trusting of
I
people.
want you to go dig a hole in the backyard.
And somebody else
What did I say it incorrectly?
Crazy,
so great.
Scott.
My wife will ride with you.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, my wife will ride with you.
I went and picked up a TV from Bill and Missy Ryder's house.
Well, they're
Oh,
not
well, you know
violent
them.
people.
Yeah,
I
do know
love
them.
them. What? What's Bill? I've been in Bill Ryder's basement
Hey,
before.
here's
He
a
didn't trap
shovel.
me
I
down
want you to
there.
dig it. I want you to dig a
talking about?
6-foot hole in my backyard and wait for me.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a bed from your neighbor, and they didn't want me to leave, and I had to fight to get out of the house.
Well,
you know.
I warned you about that.
Yeah.
I got a TV stand from your house. What else did I get?
Yeah.
Buying from friends is different. Excuse me.
Stranger danger, guys.
It's happened.
sure.
Well, I thought it was weird. Tina was like this, people Venmo'd me ahead of time to hold it. And I go, people don't normally do that. Then when the person got there, like, I knew who you were. I looked at your profile. I listened to the show.
Okay, well, that's nice.
It is, but it's still like, it's a risk, you know?
You never know. You never know who's on the other side.
You never know who's buying a $20 item trying to
gosh.
stake your place out.
I was just in Anaheim and San Diego, and one of the guys that works for the band was driving down to San Diego, and he was like, "Hey, if you don't want to go tonight after the Anaheim show, you can just go with me." And I was like, "Yeah, great. That sounds awesome. I don't want to drive right now." And he's like, "Yeah, I got my car. You can just stay in my hotel room." Stayed in his hotel room. He has a 1990 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And guys, I don't know if you've been in a 1990 Cadillac DeVille.
I have not.
Oh my gosh, it's like old school, you know, like couches, most comfortable ride. It feels like you're riding on an air mattress. This
Was
thing
he
is
selling?
wild.
Still a boat.
He bought it the week before on Facebook Marketplace for $4,500.
Wow.
63,000 original miles. Like, it was like
Well, and you find these. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why Facebook Marketplace is great.
like the find of a century.
The find of a century. You know, your first key to a sale being on the up and up is obviously the username. If it's a user that's got a weird name, I don't know.
Be wary.
Be wary. Here's a story from Channel 4. Arrest made after online sale armed robbery.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? I'm going to let them tell the story. Here we go.
Online sale went horribly wrong in St. Louis.
Instead of doing the deal at a police station, the seller agreed to meet at the buyer's home. And
Okay. First mistake.
the transaction ended with a gun to the seller's head.
And now investigators say they have taken a suspect into custody. Russell Kinsell is following the online dangers tonight.
I just couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. The wildest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Chris Hommel is talking about his close call Sunday at a house in the Baden neighborhood. About a week ago, he placed an ad to sell a TV stand with a built-in electric fireplace.
Okay, sweet. By the way, that's a nice catalog. A Cadillac.
It's the coolest car.
A TV stand with a
week ago,
built-in
he placed
fireplace.
an ad to sell a TV stand with a built-in electric fireplace. A potential buyer with a Facebook page with the name Hot Rod Scott.
Okay, there we go.
That's my name.
Rod Scott.
Dude, what were you doing letting them use your name? Or was this you?
There we go.
Hot Rod
That is
Scott.
sweet.
Hot Rod Scott.
I'm not going to Hot Rod Scott's place. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Also-
the buyer?
What could go wrong at Hot Rod Scott?
I mean, that was the seller?
Hot Rod Scott.
Wait, who's that? Is he the victim?
Right. Who
The
is the
victim is Chris.
Okay, well,
He placed a post on Facebook Marketplace to sell his TV stand with the electric fireplace in there for $200,
nice.
which I'll be honest with you does not look worth $200. But that's just
That's
me.
just you.
I'm not in
Then
the
you don't
market.
buy it,
I'm
right.
not in the market for a TV stand with a built-in electric fireplace. So one potential buyer, Hot Rod Scott, contacted him.
Yes.
Hot Rod seemed very eager to buy the TV stand. So, all right, here's the story.
All Sunday at a house in the Baden neighborhood. About a week ago, he placed an ad to sell a TV stand with a built-in electric fireplace. A potential buyer with a Facebook page with the name Hot Rod Scott responded.
The guy messaged me at like 8:52 in the morning, was very interested, wanted it, but he didn't have no way to pick it up.
So Chris is like, hey,
I'm a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy.
I'll bring it to you.
I'll bring it to you, Hot Rod Scott. Where do you live?
Where does he live?
In the Baden neighborhood.
Was going to be in the area, so he does.
I'm going to be in the neighborhood anyway.
What do you say? New Baden?
Is that
It's
55?
the Baden. Baden, I don't know.
Yeah, it's North City.
Oh, okay.
Baden.
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 Didn't have no way to pick it up.
Hamel was going to be in the area, so he and his girlfriend drove it to the buyer's house. And both agreed to pay using Cash App, $200 plus $40 for delivery.
Plus $40 for delivery.
Nice. This is a deal.
Unbelievable.
And he brings his girlfriend for protection. That's cool.
Sure.
Then the buyer stepped into an adjoining room.
Next thing I knew, he come out of the room with a pistol in his hand.
Hot Rod, no! No, Hot Rod.
Come on, Scott.
Maybe he has dementia.
All I had was my torque wrench.
Hot Rod, no!
He didn't know who he was. He
can't believe he
forgot
would do
that they were
that.
meeting on that day, and he doesn't like people on his property.
He was in the house.
Oh, well, I don't have any
And
more
pointed it
excuses.
right at my head, and he's like, you need to leave now.
Hamel told me that in that moment, he had a gun pointed to the side of his head. He looked around the room and he saw there was already a TV stand fireplace console, just like the one he was selling.
What?
Excuse me? He's a collector,
So
too?
he's also dishonest?
Who's collecting these,
He's a
dude?
violent collector. I thought he was going to say, he put the gun to his head and said, drop the remote.
Leave the TV stand with
Right.
electric fireplace.
Well, I'm assuming
Leave.
it's got the fireplace remote, and you got to make sure you get that.
So, there was,
already had one.
so he looked around, and there was one just like the one he
I'm
was
not
dropping
even your
off.
first. And I thought, Hot Rod thought I knew you.
The strange thing is, he knows where he lives. This isn't the smartest way to go about this particular
Crime,
robbery.
yes. It's not a great crime when you come
No, like,
when you have somebody come to your home.
right, yeah, like you robbed me in your house.
When Hot Rod Scott had a car, it was easier to do this because he'd go to the place, rob him there, come back home.
Yeah, maybe that's his logic. Is he's like, why would I rob him when I already clearly possess
Said the TV stand with an electronic
said
fireplace.
TV stand? Like he only looks around his house and robs people with the stuff he already has. Okay, let's see, Magic Chef toaster, come on by. That's a very weird business, criminal
How
enterprise.
wild that it was already the same one there.
Leave now.
Hamel told me that in that moment, they had a gun pointed to the side of his head. He looked around the room and he saw there was already a TV stand fireplace console, just like the one he was selling. Then he said he saw a couple of toddlers in the same room as the man with the gun.
Oh, God.
And then he thought of his own children.
What was
Baby
going through my
criminals.
head is I have 4 kids, and I'm thinking, this guy is really about to take me away from my children.
I mean, listen, when it comes down to it, it's a horrible story.
Terrible.
And the guy's got a gun to his head. He's in a strange guy's house, a guy named Hot Rod Scott.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario. I can't
Worst
imagine.
babysitter ever, too.
Can't imagine.
Over
this
a
guy.
fireplace.
He ran out without getting shot and drove off. His girlfriend called 911 to report the armed robbery to police.
Yes, the police did take a report. Absolutely phenomenal. They came, they talked to us. They said that they have an investigation on this guy, that they've had issues with him before.
Police say they're well aware of the person behind the Facebook page, and they're gathering info to build a strong case against him.
I will never do another Facebook marketplace, buy, sell, trade, nothing.
Police recommend in-person transactions for an online sale be done at a police department. Russell Kinsall.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Don't go to somebody's house, okay?
Building a case.
Right.
He just had.
I don't understand
I think he laid out a pretty good case.
I don't understand he was not arrested immediately.
Me
part of
neither.
this.
Because it was his property and he was just I mean, he didn't kill anyone. You hear about people pulling guns on people on their property all the time. And
Yeah, but usually they're uninvited guests.
Yeah. And do you think this was, I guess they have to investigate to make sure it's not a fake claim or something?
I don't know. Usually an uninvited guest, you're allowed to protect your property, but you invite somebody into your home and you put a gun to their head.
Listen, plus there's written proof. Here's my messages on Facebook.
Right.
This is where this guy said he'd give me money, and I had to bring him the thing. Bing, bing, bing. It's like,
And he's got a
there's
record
nothing
already.
to investigate.
And
It's
he's
been
got
done.
2 fireplace TV consoles inside his house.
Here is the case.
The evidence is clear. No further question.
Well, let's not get carried away. We want this thing to be airtight. It seems pretty Here's you see this ring on my head? That's where the barrel of the gun was pressed against my face. Well, we'll take a few photos. I'm going to run this up the flagpole.
Listen, if a guy named Hot Rod Scott tells me to come to his house, I'm not going.
What?
Well, they really are trying to keep the crime rates down.
It's unfortunate. I mean, Hot Rod Scott is such a great nickname for Scots.
We used to play at church. There was a church that had a pretty cool outreach ministry up there, and we used to play there all the time until I think it was during like this little charity concert thing that we were doing. This is back when we were kids. The church got robbed. They broke in the back of the office, and like this church had nothing. You know what I mean? It was like just barely hanging on, trying to be something for the community. They broke in and like destroyed the place. They didn't take anything because there's nothing to take, and then. So they shut the concert down before the last band played. And then the next day they called and said, oh, yeah, they came in the middle of the night and took all the copper, too, from, I guess, the air conditioner or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I've had that happen to my house.
I don't remember, but I'm almost certain that shut the church down. Like it was over after that.
Oh, man.
My house in South Cindy, somebody stripped all the copper out.
Yeah.
Not fun, Learn. Not fun. That was Hot Rod Todd that did that.
Hot Rod Todd. The Hot Rod boys are out.
Somebody said you'd be Hot Wheels Scott. That sounds better.
Well, you have a Hot Rod tattoo.
I do. Hot Rod Rave.
Yeah?
Hot Rod Rave?
Where were you on the night of what day was this?
Don't worry about it. Just know this. I ain't hurting for no fireplace consoles.
Whoa.
You got 1 or 2 for sale yourself.
Y'all want one?
Yeah, it's this Rave's side hustle.
Yeah.
Stealing.
That's right.
Tina was an accomplice.
TV stand electric fireplace console.
Tina, dress up like 2 toddlers. We'll throw them off the scent.
Yeah.
This wasn't for sale on Facebook Marketplace, but tell me you have too much money without telling me you have too much money here. A flaming hot Cheeto that kind of looks like a Pokemon character just sold at auction for an insane amount of money.
What character?
Charizard.
Charizard, of course.
Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Charizard?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
What's his little ass look
I
like?
take a
Charizard?
Snorlax.
So fans
Cheeto,
think it
apparently.
looks like Charizard.
Oh, he's a dragon.
It's got the nickname Cheetozard.
You're cute.
A place in Georgia called First and Goal Collectibles went viral last spring after posting a video of it. They said they've been hanging on, onto this thing for about 5 years. It's 3 inches long, and they framed it to look like a trading card.
Holy crap. I mean, is that a real Cheeto?
Yeah, it's a real Cheeto.
No way.
How old is it?
Cheetos
a
don't
couple
develop
years
like
old.
that. This is spectacular. This is as if Pokemon made it.
Well, okay, so it went viral last spring after this place posted a video. So at least a year old.
Okay, so
It sold for $88,000.
all right, so you know what a Cheeto looks like. Okay, let me show you a picture of Charizard. All right, this is what I mean. Wings. It's a dragon.
Right, it's a
with
dragon.
wings. This is like the
Do all
evolved.
dragons have wings?
Yeah. How do you think they get around?
I'm sure injured ones.
Otherwise, it's just
The
a
1990
lizard.
Cadillacs.
Well, you know, like this is an evolved Pokemon.
Okay, Charizard. Yeah, it's a
Look
very rare character.
At this Cheeto.
And the Cheeto does look like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, when the Cheeto's like that, I mean, it's one Cheeto, you know, like you don't have to break it up. You just
Very.
eat it.
That's what I mean.
Learn what I've eaten this thing.
I would have.
Well, yeah.
I don't see dragons in my food, okay?
To be honest, it looks like they glued 3 Cheetos together.
Yeah, maybe 5 Cheetos together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that the body is that was the original Cheeto, and then they glued the wings and legs on.
I don't know, but it sold for $88,000.
That's insane, dude.
Super
What are we
insane.
doing with
That's
our
a,
money?
That's a Mega Charizard X for sure.
As I said, tell me you have too much money without telling me you have too much money.
That's
So the online auction site Golden listed it last month with a starting bid at $250. Even that's pretty pricey for a single Cheeto. And people kept bidding and bidding and bidding and bidding. Finally sold for $88,000. Whoever bought it apparently thinks it'll be worth even more than that someday, or it would be way cooler if they bought it and then ate it.
Or here's the catch though.
It's an investment.
You had to go pick it up at their house.
Yeah,
Hot Rod Todd here selling Charizard Cheeto.
And you had to bring the
Baden
cash.
neighborhood.
Yeah, just come by. I actually don't have a car, but if you could bring that Cheeto by, that'd be cool as hell. And then he looked around, and there was a whole bag of Cheetos already in the house. Hot Wheels Scott.
Red flag. Hot Rod Todd, and Hot Rod Scott. So yeah, $88,000 for a Cheeto that looks like Charizard.
Hot chip.
You used to work at a nursing home, right?
Mm-hmm. I did.
And you said there was a lot of randiness going on there.
Oh man, they love humping. They love it. I get it. They're trying to get one more in before they meet Jesus.
Now, was it like equal, like women and men? Who are they more aggressive?
It was both.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was. I'd catch them climbing in bed with each other. The women would fight. There was fewer men. Men don't live as long, so there was. Statistically, there were more women in the nursing home usually than men, and it was, yeah. Whew. I saw some women get into it. Real housewives of Christian nursing home.
Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I got mixed emotions.
Okay.
But there's an OnlyFans performer, and she is launching a tour of nursing homes in order to find elderly men to star in her videos. Specifically elderly veterans.
Oh, this is an act of service.
So her name is Tiffany Wisconsin, a.k.a. Wisconsin Tiff.
AKA cheese curd.
Where'd she come up with that?
She's from North Carolina. So stupid.
Tiffany Wisconsin, 36 years old, or Wisconsin Tiff, as she's known online. She first joined OnlyFans during the COVID, pandemic, but it wasn't until she started filming content with senior citizens that her popularity skyrocketed.
Oh boy.
So after one of her regular co-stars fell through, she made plans to hit nursing homes across America's Midwest to find a new batch of geriatric gentlemen to film with. So she could come to a nursing home near us. She wants to hit up Chicago, maybe Milwaukee. She doesn't know exact dates yet. She may swing south. We don't know. But she says going to the VA is even easier because a lot of older men go to the VA for their health appointments and stuff, and she wants to meet them down there and maybe pick them up for...
Well, the VA.
Maybe pick them up for some online content. She said she likes older men because they're more caring and more emotionally available. Quote, they're experienced and they take their time with me and they actually value the time we share together. The thing with younger guys who are my age, again, she's 36, they're all like, bam, 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 bam. But with older men, I can actually sit down, have a conversation.
I'm trying to pass off some sort of actual reasoning after you just told us that your numbers increased and therefore you've changed your strategy. Like she's a content creator and she got more views. She already said that.
I don't know. There's like a weird, like I'm okay with it. I don't know what's happening with me right now. I mean, these are older men who have no idea how to do any of this stuff. So here you have a younger woman coming in and giving pleasure and posting this stuff. I mean, she is kind of, I mean, as long as the men are okay with, hey, I'm making money on this.
I'm fine with it as long as the men are not, of sound mind still.
Absolutely.
As long as the men are of sound mind.
Yeah.
That was my big thing about
Who's
nursing
getting
homes.
hurt?
The VA is a little better, I think. You're getting autonomous men who are going in and out of a veterans hospital versus possible, because a lot of people in nursing homes, unfortunately, are like degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and ALS things.
She said nursing homes, and she also goes to VAs. You want to pull up a picture? Mm-hmm. Maybe this will play into it. How you feel about this?
What's her name?
Tiff.
What? Wisconsin Tiff.
Wisconsin Tiff. Come on, buddy.
What's her name?
North Carolina, remember?
We need to get her together with Hot Rod Scott.
Yeah, it seems like she got married recently.
Well, she's divorced. What do you mean recently? She was married to her high school sweetheart for 17 years.
No, there's an 80-year-old man that married her. No prenup. Because he loves her.
Oh.
She's now married?
Is he okay with her going
Yeah, he
on
said he's
this
okay with
tour?
the open marriage.
I'll bet.
She doesn't even look comfortable here. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That looks like a thumbnail, though. That doesn't look real. That looks like a picture that was staged to get you to
the
click
whole
on
thing
it.
seems staged. And
Moon doesn't like it.
I don't know, man. I think there's some. Of course, I don't like this because I don't think any of it's real.
Like, you
what I
don't
mean?
think it's real, like she's going around to nursing homes?
For the play, I mean, not for the.
I think she really is going to go around to nursing homes looking for dudes.
I don't think she's doing that,
Maybe.
leisurely. I think this is all business.
It's all business.
This is
Has
just all
OnlyFans
business.
just reached that fever pitch to where now you have to have like a hook, just like Instagram? And
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's
the hook has to be you're going to bang 1,000 guys, or you're
Yeah.
going to
even if it's not a
only
hook
bang
that stays.
85-year-old men.
Yep.
Even if
It's
it's
a
not
shtick.
even if
Everybody's
it's-
got to have a shtick.
Yeah, even if it's not a shtick that stays, it's just to get the headline, to get more followers, more,
Yeah,
more
there's
eyes
the
on it.
chick that banged 1,000 dudes. There's a chick that's going around, wants to bang a guy in every state for her OnlyFans page. Now this woman's going to do a tour of nursing homes.
Yeah, we just had the mom-daughter
The
duo
mom-daughter,
yesterday.
who were pregnant by the same dude.
It's classy.
All OnlyFans. Yeah, that's what it is. It's shtick.
It's shtick.
Everybody's got to have a
Maybe.
thing.
I mean, she might be into older men. That might be real. Making a business out of it's a different thing. But
Kelly's like, are we just glossing over her partner, quote unquote, just falling through? Did he fall? Did he break a hip? Did he have a heart attack? I don't know. Did he die? I don't know. It doesn't say.
How old is this gal?
She's 36.
Oh, okay. Because in this video, she looks very young.
yeah,
Or
that's
she's
what I was
just-
thinking when she was referencing quote men her age, and I'm like, you're not 20.
Right.
She was with her high school sweetheart for 17 years, but says that she had to walk away from the marriage because her husband wasn't kind enough. She said, I was tired of being yelled at, not feeling like I was good enough for him. But older men are just the nicest guys and are the easiest ones to talk to. And she insists that many of her mature lovers don't even need Viagra to perform. So she is possibly coming to a nursing home near you.
All right.
in Wisconsin.
Those ladies ain't going to like that.
Wisconsin Tiff. Yeah, competition for
They're already fighting over these fellers. That was a weird thing about nursing home is a lot of times it was, dementia or Alzheimer's, or there were a lot of people that didn't, they were just like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like it was innocent to them.
Well, again, I will say that as long as everybody's of sound mind.
Yeah, you had to be like,
Okay.
you had to try to police it, but it was like, and a lot of it was innocent too. A lot of it was just like hand holding and like pecks. It wasn't necessarily, but a lot of it was they'd be crawling in bed with each other too at night.
Okay. Here's an article from a year ago. You seen this one?
No.
She's been an adult film star.
Is this Wisconsin Tiff?
Yes, same guy.
Okay.
A headline: Mom banned from 3 retirement homes for sleeping with elderly residents. Tiff, 35, from Wisconsin, has made a career out of making steamy videos for years with grandpas. But it was her latest post on Instagram that really stirred things up. An adult film star saying that she earns piles of money by cuddling up to older gents. But in her quest to find fresh meat, she has it has caused her to be banned from several retirement homes in her area.
I don't want you near Del Mar Gardens.
She's on the tour.
Stay away from Del Mar Gardens.
She has been making a career of making steamy videos with grandpas. She told the site, I have been visiting quite a few assisted living facilities lately, and so far I've been banned from 3 of them for banging the residents. Now I'm sneaking them out because it's the only way I can make my content. You think she's like fully explaining where the stuff is going? She's getting some, it sounds like she's getting some random grandpa to come out and be like, hey, this is going to be on OnlyFans. And they go, oh, okay. Like, they don't know
They
what
don't
that
know
is.
what that is.
Yikes.
She's probably getting them a day pass.
Quote, they're tired of being stuck at home, and they regularly tell me that I make them feel young again with these shoots. Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Of course, you're 35, 36 years old. They're old.
Even the grandpas agree. I'm sorry, even the grandmas agree because I'm satisfying their husbands. They can no longer do that.
Oh, man. Sad.
Hey, is it?
This is not how the Notebook ends, okay?
Is it sad? I don't know.
Go down to the villages and wreck hell.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Hurricane Tiff.
Wait.
She needs to go find that guy that started doing drugs at the villages in that documentary.
Hang on. Let's just... Hang on. Grandpa's happy. Grandma's happy, too, because Grandma...
Off the hook.
Being left the hell alone.
Grandma's all dried up.
Yeah, she's saying that she's taking them from the wives.
Listen, man. It's a thing that happens, okay?
Quote, my goal is to find new senior citizens who need some fun in their life that they can't get at home.
Tiffany's making content.
Everybody's
Sure,
a winner.
maybe the older people are being exploited. Fine.
Damn, bro. Grandma's so
so
dry, you
many.
got to beat the dust off of it like an old rug.
But
Quote, I also make content with nerds and forgotten men.
Forgotten men.
That's what she said.
this is a regular Mother Teresa, right?
Yeah.
She's...
Yeah, this is New-Age Mother Teresa.
Reflecting on her own childhood experiences of feeling forgotten. She believes now that she's making around $20,000 every week.
Oh, my Lord.
Just bang a couple old dudes.
Sister Wisconsin?
Yes.
Oh, you've returned to us,
You've
sister.
returned from your mission.
Mother STDs.
She's a saint.
Yeah.
Saint Tiff.
St. Wisconsin.
I mean, if you're doing such a great service, why would you be banned from 3 area retirement
Because they don't
homes?
understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they just don't get it.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
She's probably, I can imagine too, when she's done, you know, she just pulls up to the little circle, the grandpa goes rolling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, take me with you.
That's when Grandpa throws away the walker and runs. Like he's got an extra pep in his step.
Why is Grandpa wearing a leather jacket all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's a biker thing this time.
Smoking a cool? Grandpa, don't worry about me. Still got it. Giving Grandpa like a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Tiff was here.
Oh, man, she's been making these articles, making these press rounds about once every 6 months.
Well, she's doing it, guys.
Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane.
Yo, in 23, she was making $80,000 a month, she says.
80 grand a month.
Goodness.
Just banging old dudes, huh?
Yeah, but is that money being generated online from voyeurism, or is she getting in pockets of these guys?
Well, let's say, is she weaseling her way into
estates and trusts?
Yeah.
Hey, can't take it with you. If they want to leave it to Wisconsin Tiff, I mean, that's fine.
Unless you're the 85-year-old grandma who put in the time.
Put in the time, yeah.
Oh, no. And I hate to say daddy issues, but here we go. My father always told me that I was going to be a star.
Oh, don't bring Dad into
I
it.
told my friends I
We
would be
knew
a
that
model,
part.
be on TV, and move to California. They laughed. One day, somebody told me that I wouldn't be any of that, so I threw my dream away. I didn't have anybody to guide me.
One day
anyway.
you'll all know the name Wisconsin Tiff.
Then big mama's fallen angel. This is the Poison song. Is it called Fallen Angel? What is the
Yes,
name of that
Fallen
song?
Angel.
Thank you.
From the Open Up and Say Ah record.
Yes, great record. Great song.
Great record, great song. All right, before we move on, and speaking of old people, Who remembers the game Oregon Trail?
Oh, of course.
Me. Yeah, dude.
Played it at school all the time.
What were some of the diseases you'd get?
Dysentery every time.
Typhoid.
Dysentery's back, guys.
Oh, no.
Fantastic.
And guess where it is? At the end of the Oregon Trail in Oregon. And we got a problem.
Oh, no.
We got a problem. Headline.
Returns to from whence it came.
Dysentery cases rise in Portland metro area. And do you know really what dysentery is? It's not great.
Is it? No, I don't know what it is. I always imagine it as like a really bad UTI.
No.
No?
When we go through the symptoms list?
No, it's highly contagious. It's a bacterial disease that could cause fever, cramps, vomiting, and severe diarrhea. It could spread very easily from person to person when someone gets fecal matter from an infected person into their mouth.
Okay. Seems easy enough.
And this is happening in Portland.
I don't want dysentery and measles and everything coming back, okay? We need to do better. As a society. What are we doing?
If only we could wash and have proper
we need to
soap
wash
everywhere.
our hands, guys. According to the health department, this is circulating in Portland, a couple strains, both causing severe diarrhea.
Yeah, basically just hits you and empties you.
Yeah.
You just your insides want to be out.
And the fact that it is caused from getting fecal matter into your mouth.
Isn't everything tasty? It always comes back to poo particles in the mouth.
Yep. Yep. In a majority of these cases, the health department says that it's spreading between people rather than from one single source. As a result, they're...
Oh, there's no dysentery king?
No.
What?
Oh, dude. Dysentery tiff or whatever.
Yeah.
So the
TIF, yeah. Wisconsin TIF is spreading dysentery.
So the bacillary dysentery is the most common type of dysentery, and it results from the bacteria called... And this is going to ring Shigella.
Yeah.
It's the Shigells. Remember we were talking about that? Because that happened a whole bunch here, not more than a couple of years ago.
Right. Wasn't that at the caterer? Wasn't that what was on the lettuce?
I think that was E. coli. This is different.
E. coli.
No, the Shigell was like...
Shigell, yeah.
knocking
This was a couple of
folks.
years ago. Knocked a couple people down.
Damn.
And you can and I think around here people were getting it from swimming in contaminated water. You know, like lakes or ponds or something.
I'm staying home, guys.
Don't play the trailblazers.
At the end of the Oregon Trail,
Oh,
dysentery's back.
bloody and mucus-filled diarrhea.
At the end of the Oregon Trail, it's back. Dysentery.
Awful. I hope they don't head this way.
Crazy. Dysentery Dale needs you to swing by his house to pick up dysentery.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first, and it is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Barnhart, Missouri, Michael Scapelhorn is our team.
Michael.
Michael is a loyal and devout Rizz Show weirdo, and he spreads the good word of this show to everyone he encounters. So, basically, a Rizz evangelist. Being in the Navy, Michael appreciates the show for always keeping him connected with St. Louis when he's away, and the show always feels like hanging out with buddies on a long car ride. He appreciates my leadership, Moon's positive attitude, Scott's knowledge of Shelbina.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Rafe's hilarity and impressions, and Learn's ability to hold the team together. How about
What's
that?
up?
Like
I am the glue of the show.
Michael Scapelhorn currently serves in the Navy and travels the world over. Michael from Barnhart is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:06. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have 2 lanes blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash. 364 eastbound just before Maryland Heights Expressway. Your point forecast, possible severe storms. High of 60. Right now it's 52 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
Who is putting their Banksy art up for sale? Your weekly Jelly Roll update. Rest in peace to True Love. And another death theory. Gene Hackman? Question mark?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And we'll play a little game in the studio, okay? Huh. Something fun. All next. Stay there. Crap on Celebrities. Don't forget about Rizz Olympics event number 2 up there for you to enjoy on our YouTube page, the Point YouTube page.
Not safe for work. Lots of F-bombs being dropped in that video.
Yeah, you got a filthy mouth, King Scott.
Sorry about that, everybody.
We are at Whitmore Country Club for the Whitmore Triathlon. So check it out. Rizz Olympics event number 2 on the Points YouTube page, presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, dine. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions. And also supported by Whitmore Country Club. Visit WhitmoreCC.com to start your journey today. Hey, speaking of competitions, and, you know, we're having fun with this Rizz Olympics thing. Mm-hmm. We talked about the Florida Man Games, which took place down in Florida this past weekend. Rousing success. So let's play a little game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around the horn here, and I'll start with Moon. I'm gonna tell you the name of a competition, and you tell me if it's something that's a real deal, like this is an event that actually happens, or is it something that is completely made up?
Okay.
So, Moon,
yes.
In Manchester, England, the Invisible Dog Show, handlers parade imaginary dogs in a judged competition focusing on obedience and agility.
100% real.
You think that's real? That is fake.
Oh.
Let's keep the score.
That was an Arnold. I forgot.
That sounds real.
Yeah.
In China, the bee wearing competition. Contestants attempt to attract and hold the heaviest weight of bees on their bodies, often forming full bee suits.
Show me Candyman competition. Yes, that's real.
The bee wearing competition is real. Yes.
Nice work.
Yep. That do sound like.
Rafe, the Tunarama Festival out of Port Lincoln, Australia.
Say less.
A tuna tossing contest where competitors throw a frozen tuna as far as possible.
Where? Australia?
Port Lincoln, Australia. The Tunarama Festival.
Be tuner.
That sounds like a real festival. I'm a little skeptical of the location. I don't know if there's a lot of tuna fishing going on in Australia. But
real or fake?
I say real.
That is real, yes.
Point for Rafe.
Scott.
Yes.
The reverse running marathon in Amsterdam, Netherlands. A full marathon where all runners must run backward the entire time.
I do believe this is real, but is it Amsterdam? I want to say Lithuania usually, but I'll go real.
You're saying real?
Yes.
Dang it.
It was Lithuania.
That's what your break sounds like.
Moon, the Self-Transcendence 3,100-mile race in New York City. The world's longest certified foot race where runners circle a single New York City block for 52 days. The Self-Transcendence 3,100-mile race.
This sounds like something that New York would not put up with because they put up with a lot of stuff. I don't see this being real.
Self-Transcendence 3,100-mile race.
Show me fake.
Real?
Point for Moon.
Learn the speed origami folding competition in Bangkok, Thailand.
Oh, that
is... A high-speed contest where competitors create intricate origami figures in record time.
You know, I mean, the art of folding origami is great, but to speed it up is a competition. I'm going to say that's true.
That is fake.
That is fake. Well, it should be real, and you know it.
Rafe.
Yeah. Real. Oh, wait. Do I get double if I go before you?
The World Sauna Championships in Finland. Contestants endure extreme heat in the sauna, with the last person remaining declared the winner.
Real.
That is real.
Wow.
That is a real
Dang.
competition.
Sounds highly dangerous.
Yep.
But Finland, I feel like they're immune.
Scott, the synchronized sneezing contest in Milan, Italy. Teams perform choreographed sneezing routines judged on timing, volume, and flair.
I want this to be real, but I'm going to say it's fake.
That's fake. Good job, Scott.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Scott.
Moon,
Yeah, man.
the Silent Karaoke Championship in Seoul, South Korea. Contestants perform karaoke without singing, judged solely on lip sync accuracy and stage presence.
I have done spectacular fun things in the karaoke world over in Japan, and I got a feeling that Korea is not all that different. I say 150% true and awesome.
Made that
0
one up.
points for Moon.
Point for Moon.
Learn the I almost called you Lynn.
Thanks.
Lynn, because I'm going to say shin. And learn and shin would be Lynn.
You don't have to
the
explain
shin
your cognitive decline.
The shin kicking championships in Cotswold, England.
Oh, yes.
That is a competition where competitors try to knock each other down by kicking their opponent's shins.
These people are too classy for such UFC behavior.
What do you mean, these people?
I'm going to say that is not real.
That is real.
Yeah.
Okay,
real
well, I stand
competition.
corrected, and
He
I
actually
apologize
was-
to the UFC.
He was DQ'd when he tried to enter for not having shins.
Yes. Rafe, the underwater basket weaving championships in Key West, Florida. Competitors weave baskets while submerged, judged on both craftsmanship and breath-holding duration.
This, because it is such a overused staple of, like, you might as well have a degree in underwater basket weaving, it does seem like something Florida would go ahead and latch onto and make real. I'm going to say real.
That one up.
Dude, the lip syncing thing, the silent karaoke, that sounds like something that I could see a lot of people going to
know.
Westport Social to do and have a lot of
I
fun.
know.
Yeah.
Some of these are great ideas.
Excellent ideas.
Scott, competitive sleep racing in Tokyo. This is a competition where participants try to fall asleep the fastest in a sleep lab, with winners determined by brainwave monitoring.
Boy, this is an exciting competition. But I could see Japan going for this, so I'm going to say it's real.
That is, made that one up.
Okay, good job.
Moon,
Here
the
we go.
Bubble Baba Challenge.
Huh?
The Bubble Baba Challenge. This is in St. Petersburg, Russia, where participants navigate river rapids while riding inflatable sex dolls.
I've been doing so well that I have to figure out.
Bubble Baba Challenge.
I not only have to figure out what my
St. Petersburg, Russia.
what I'm inclined to vote for, but I have to then go against that. So what am I thinking right now? The Bubble Baba. What a dumb name, which leads me to believe it's real. But then rapids, like I don't. You know what?
Participants navigate river rapids while riding inflatable sex dolls.
I'm gonna roll the dice and say that's true. Yeah.
Something, probably vodka's involved, I'd imagine. Learn the Worm Charming Championship in England. Participants use various techniques to coax worms
Point for
to the
Moon.
surface within a set time. The competitor with the most worms wins.
Riz, this is an easy one. This is not a real thing because worms cannot be charmed. Damn it!
That is
Definitely
real.
can.
I want to see
real.
a charmed worm, okay?
Rafe, the Ice Cube Speed Melting Championship in Stockholm, Sweden. This is competitors must melt an ice cube as quickly as possible using only body heat. No hands allowed.
Oh, I know where I'm putting it.
Me too. Real.
Made that one up.
Doggone.
That seems like a very Stockholm, Sweden thing.
Scott,
Yes.
the Extreme Knitting Championship in Reykjavik Iceland. Reykjavik, Iceland. Competitors knit large projects while engaging in extreme conditions such as snowstorms or while bungee jumping.
That sounds.
This is the
You
Extreme
said it's Iceland, right?
Reykjavik,
Oh,
Iceland.
then it's real. Yeah.
That that one, huh? All right, last time around.
Okay, this is it.
Last time around.
Every point is worth just a point, or are we getting more?
They're all worth 10.
Okay.
At least.
The Frozen Dead Guy Days competition. This is in Colorado, a festival honoring a cryogenically frozen man featuring coffin races and frozen salmon tossing. The Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Wait, so what's the competition? What do they do?
It's a festival honoring a cryogenically frozen man featuring coffin races and frozen salmon tossing. Is that a Colorado?
Man, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Is there a city or just the state?
Nederland, Colorado.
Show me true.
It is true. It's up at Ned. I've been up there.
What? You've
Oh,
seen
you
this?
know of this.
You
I
seen
do
this
know of
crazy
this.
town?
What?
I haven't done it. I've never been up there for the
You've
festival.
seen this?
Point for moon.
Yeah, I go up to Nederland every time I visit my sister.
And what are they doing?
There's just a frozen guy up there. They just leave him up there.
And they
have a
honor
festival.
him.
They honor him each year with the Frozen Dead Guy Festival.
Sweet.
Learn the Marshmallow Tower Building Championship in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Engineers and architects attempt to build the tallest freestanding marshmallow and toothpick structure.
That's no, that is fake.
That is fake, yes.
Point for learn.
Whoa.
Point for learn. Rafe, competitive cloud watching out of Dublin. Participants identify and categorize cloud shapes with points awarded for creativity and scientific accuracy.
Where?
This is in Dublin, Ireland. Competitive cloud watching.
Don't act like that matters to you right now.
Seamus, tell me what you think that cloud looks like. Seamus, it's a puppy dog.
Real
10
fake.
points for Seamus. I'm going to say fake.
Fake indeed, yes.
Wow, Rafe Williams.
Ain't no clouds in Ireland. It's just overcast constantly, just one big cloud.
And finally, King Scott. What's the score?
Rafe is clearly in the lead with 3.
Booyah.
Okay, and how many does Scott have?
1.
Scott, this is worth 3 points.
Oh,
For the win.
yeah.
No pressure.
This is
I
out
got
of
it.
Cape Town, South Africa.
I know this town very
The
well.
Extreme Ironing World Series. Participants iron clothes in extreme locations, such as mountains, while skydiving, or underwater. The Extreme Ironing World Series
So the
for the win.
okay, so the knitting one wasn't real, and I think since this is for the win and it's Cape Town, it's named after a fabric,
Oh.
a piece of clothing. I'm gonna say it's real.
He says real. And Rafe is our winner.
Congratulations to Rafe.
How many did I have?
You and I were in second with 2 points, and King lost with 1. Let it be known.
You all know chess boxing, right?
Of course.
Chess boxing.
That's what I do with my friends. That's how we say hello to each other.
very
We're like,
real
fun bags.
chess boxing.
We just, what is it called whenever you,
The speed bag?
we speed bag each other when we
okay.
meet at brunch.
All right, today is March the 4th. Back in the day, 75 years ago, 1950, Disney's animated classic Cinderella was released. 43 years ago, 1982, Police Squad premiered on ABC. Did not work as a TV show, but eventually evolved into the Naked Gun movies.
Those shows are good, by the way.
They are good.
Yeah.
36 years ago, 1989, Chippendale Rescue Rangers premieres on the Disney Channel. Now, the story behind Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, which is something I watched, Disney's foray into TV cartoons started kind of gradually and had to ramp up fast. So Chippendale was an early part of that ramp up. So Disney tried a couple syndicated animated shows in the 80s, starting with The Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
Great.
Greatest songs ever, too, man.
And including a few other less prominent or successful endeavors like the Wuzzles. Everybody remember the Wuzzles?
I remember hearing about that.
So then they made DuckTales.
Big time.
So DuckTales was a hit. Half hour. So Disney needed a hustle to create a second half-hour series so they would sell an hour block to syndicated
Nice.
channels.
And Rescue Rangers ripped. What a great show.
So they tried to do, okay, we already got DuckTales, that's a hit. Let's do another one so we could sell 2 shows as a block instead of the one. And that second show was Rescue Rangers.
So we do DuckTales at at Can You Feel the Punk Tonight? And last year, I was trying to put Rescue Rangers into the set. Do you think everybody would know the song?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I also was going to do a broken down version of, we ran out of time, but I was going to do a broken down version of the Gummy Bears theme because that theme is so
Yeah, we
good.
talked about this last year, I remember.
And a couple people were like, I don't think anybody knows it.
Oh,
I was
bull
like,
crap.
Dude,
Oh,
I think all the parents would know it. None of the kids would know it. But the Gummy Bears theme is one of the most ripping theme songs of any television show ever made.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures, there it is.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
Great song.
Friendly with stories to share.
Plus, they're all hopped up on
Gummy
bath
juice.
salts.
Yeah.
Gummy bears were
Here we
just
go, here we
gummy
go.
juice, just bath salts.
The air. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears.
I'm trying to remember the Rescue Rangers one.
Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call where there's danger.
Oh, that's
God, it's so good.
song.
Great song.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And
That's
you know
good.
what? Even like the Tailspin one, which was
Oh yeah, then they got Disney got greedy and they added a tailspin and it was Darkwing Duck.
Well,
the
it's
other.
Darkwing Duck.
Tailspin was good. That grew on me. I like that one.
Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes
Yeah, we're gonna do all these.
are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help,
Everybody now.
Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. When there's danger,
I hope the band is listening.
never fail. Once they're involved.
Well, anyway,
That was great.
Yeah. and
so
they had-
Rescue Rangers was paired with DuckTales, and from there, you know, the Disney Hour expanded to the Disney Afternoon with Darkwing Duck and Tailspin. So Rescue Rangers itself, only 3 seasons and 65 episodes.
Yeah, then they did an Aladdin cartoon that was excellent. They also did a Timon and Pumbaa spinoff, which was fantastic. I mean, dude, this is going to make me sound like the dork that I was, but I left high school 7th hour every single day for 4 hours. And what did I do? I went home and I watched cartoons.
What a nerd!
Your baby.
with your baby.
Yeah, senior year was with my child.
32 years ago, 1993, the first ESPY Awards were held. 31 years ago, 1994, the great John Candy passes away. How old was John Candy?
Wasn't he in his 30s?
46.
43.
Okay.
I was just reading an article about what a kind person he was, like from all of his co-stars. They were talking about Spaceballs. Bill Pullman said that, like, John Candy pulled Mel Brooks aside and said, "Hey, my character's got all the funny lines. Let's give Bill a couple of my wisecracks." And Mel was like, "Do you think he's a straight actor? You think he can pull off funny one-liners?" And he's like, "Let's give him an opportunity." And like, so a lot of the Lone Star's lines
That's really
Were
rad.
meant to be John Candy
Candy's
lines.
lines that
Oh,
he gave
man,
to
that's
him.
awesome. What a good dude.
So John Candy dies 31 years ago. That same day, NBA Jam was released for Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. And that same day, Kurt Cobain spends 20 hours in a coma after overdosing on Hypnol and champagne in Italy.
Damn.
29 years ago, 1996, Dish Network goes live. 6 years ago, 2019, Keith Flint of The Prodigy. He's found dead at his home in Essex, England, died by suicide at age 49. And 3 years ago in 2022, The Batman hits theaters. That's the one with Robert Pattinson as Batman, Paul Dano as a Riddler, and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and Colin Farrell.
I
as
watched that
Penguin.
a second time, and it was...
It's not great.
It's a stinker.
I don't know if it's a stinker. It's so long.
I think it's worth
so long.
one watch.
That new Robert Pattinson movie where he plays a regenerative.
Oh, that Mickey, is it Mickey 17?
17. Yeah,
That looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. It looks funny. They create him out of slop essentially, and he comes to life, and they kill him like a million times, so he dies in all these different ways.
Whoa.
And it's futuristic.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start off with this. Yesterday after the show, we announced The Offspring, Jimmy Eat World, and Newfound Glory will be going on a summer tour. They'll make their way to St. Louis for a Big Point summer show on August 17th, your birthday at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Wow.
Are you going to hang out with them?
Well, I don't know.
Dexter Holland?
I don't know what
You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. Seems so far away.
Well, tickets are on sale Friday.
I see what you did there.
Banksy painting that is owned by MAR.04, which is, it's called Crude Oil. It's pretty neat Banksy, honestly, that MAR.04 owns is going up for auction today in London. I wonder.
It is a real Banksy.
It's a real Banksy.
I saw the picture of it.
Yeah, it's like a couple that is dressed really beautifully, like they're doing the tango or something, and in the back there's people like pulling crude oil out of the ocean. Pure Banksy, kind of cool. I can't wait to see how much it goes for, because what was the banana that was taped to...
That wasn't a Banksy.
That wasn't a Banksy, but that sold for $1 million.
A banana taped to the wall?
Yeah. I wonder
So
how much
dumb.
this will go for.
What's that? What's he using it for? Or is he just selling it?
He's just selling it. He's just going up for auction.
Good for him.
Yeah, I talked about it last week, but there was Banksy was selling his actual paintings on the street in New York for $60 a piece. He had like
So
a
great.
surrogate vendor that looked like they were knockoffs. And
He's done that before.
And one lady bought like 6 to decorate a new apartment she had. She didn't have any art, and they were all worth like $60,000 a piece. It was a crazy number.
It's crazy.
She bought basically like almost $500,000 worth of art for basically a couple $100.
And that one move where he had the thing up for auction and it shredded itself.
Yeah, it's self-destructed. That was cool. I love Banksy.
Pretty neat.
Jelly Roll sat down for an interview with CMT, talked about how excited he is for his upcoming
What's
tour.
going on with Jelly Roll?
Yeah, let's find out. This is your weekly update. And here he is talking about how people may confuse him for Post Malone.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I lose a little more weight, and when I get to Italy, if they're going to mistake me for Post Malone. You know what I mean? Like, if I get skinny enough that they just see face tattoos and they're like, Post,
Getting a
Post.
little out of ourselves. But
And also
great.
making
He's doing
Italians
great.
look like idiots.
he's doing great.
So that's your update. The Grand Ole Opry is turning 100, and they made a small but very significant change to the Opry for their anniversary. They changed out the mic stand. This is the 5th time in an entire century that
big
they've
deal.
changed it. And so essentially the old one said Grand Ole Opry on it. The new one just says Opry in all caps. And you can see it
Man, I don't
online.
know. I don't know about this, Learn.
I don't know about this
Yeah,
either.
this is-
now,
This is a big deal.
this anniversary isn't really technically till November. Blake Shelton is hosting the Opry 100 special on NBC March 19th.
Wait, so the old one said Grand Old Opry, and this one says
Opry.
Opry.
I don't like it. I don't,
I don't
like
like
it.
it one bit.
Something don't feel good about
Something
change.
doesn't feel right about this.
Something don't feel right about change.
Tori Amos has a children's book that's out today for all the chicks in your life. Tori and the Muses is out in bookstores, so pick that up.
Yeah, for all you Tori Amos fans
That's
out there.
right. There's tons.
As somebody who's been to a Tori Amos concert or two,
I did this news for you. Maybe your beautiful wife would like to have this book.
she
for-
probably wouldn't.
Okay. Really sad news yesterday. Rest in peace to Carl Thomas Dean. This is Dolly Parton's ultra-private husband. He passed away at the age of 82 on Monday. The cause of death has not been confirmed, but he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2019. Carl Dean, the husband of Dolly Parton, passed away in Nashville. He will be laid to rest in a very private ceremony with just immediate family attending. He's survived by his siblings. And Dolly says, Carl and I spent many wonderful years together. Words can't do it justice to the love we shared for more than 60 years. Thank you.
How
for
many
your
years are they
prayers.
married?
Almost 60.
Incredible.
And so she wrote the song From Here to the Moon and Back for Carl. Here's a little audio of Willie and Dolly doing that song.
I blow you a kiss as I wish on a star, counting my blessings for all that you are.
Thank heaven for you, and to God tip my hat. From here to the moon and back.
But it's wild to think that, a lot of people didn't even know she was married. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy was so in the background.
And he wanted to be. I was reading up on this last night.
Yeah.
He
So
was taken care of, man.
whenever they would go to award shows, like right at the beginning of Dolly's career, he said, I don't want to go to these anymore.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he wanted to be able to go fishing and go to the ball game and not have to be looked at or gawked at or photographed. And I thought it was really beautiful that he was like, I support you. I love you.
Yeah,
do your
do your
thing,
thing.
girl. I'm going to be back here when you're home. And I think that what a perfect balance
I'm gonna
of
be
a
back
of a
here at the
romance.
What a
homestead,
perfect life.
counting the money.
Yeah. yeah.
come
wait,
on.
Wait, you don't need me to be
No.
out here and be
work?
paraded around and do
Fine.
anything?
He worked.
Holy
He
smokes.
was
What did he do?
he was a welder or something. He
That's
worked
not
for
a work. When Dolly Parton's your husband or your wife, everything's a hobby.
Hey, look this dude up, man, because he looks like he's a good-looking guy.
He
He
is.
just looks like somebody's good-looking grandpa back in the day. And I think a lot of it, too, was her persona she created needed to have the illusion that she was available.
That's what the record
Like a
labels
flirt.
wanted.
And he,
Because she was a big flirt.
yeah, I mean,
She is a
yeah,
big flirt.
they created this persona for her that he knew was good for her career, and he kind of stayed in that because everybody wanted Kenny and Dolly to get together, dude. The entire country wanted Kenny and Dolly to be a thing, and Carl just chilled.
Yeah.
And they might have
Count
hooked
that
up. I'll be
money,
honest,
baby.
Kenny and Dolly might have banged one out once.
No.
I don't know.
I don't
I think
believe it.
Carl signed off on it though.
And she didn't bang Burt Reynolds either. That was a big rumor.
If you're Dolly's husband, though,
If you look at their picture before she was famous, it just looks like your grandparents buying their first 2-bedroom ranch
Yeah.
house in Crestwood.
They're so
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. She's a short little thing, and he's like a tall,
a tall drink of
drink
water.
tall
He
drink-
was. He
tall
was.
drink of water.
I love their love. I mean, she's like
Sweet.
America's grandma, at this point, and it's sad. I feel bad for her. You think somebody will swoop in?
Look at that photo over there,
So you're
dude.
saying she's
on
single
Tinder.
now?
With this, where he's got her shirt on. Yeah, that just looks like your grandparents, man, at a VFW fish fry or something.
Yeah, they're a cute couple.
Yeah, she's already on Tinder. I saw that.
Get
Is she?
out of here.
In TV news, The Handmaid's Tale sequel series, The Testaments on Hulu, has found its lead star. An unknown lady named Lucy Halliday is going to star in the series as Daisy, one of the 3 protagonists in the Margaret Atwood novel, which the show is based around. So
Is that show still on? Handmaid's Tale? Is
it
that
is.
still
It's-
going?
I think there's
Is it
one last
really?
season. I've never watched it because I don't want to be depressed.
People have been able to endure it for that long. It's
good.
It's the most
what I hear.
depressing thing I've ever watched.
I had to bail out.
Me too.
Bailed out.
I need to
survived.
watch it. I'm honestly, I probably need to watch
It's
it now.
good, man.
Yeah, it's
That's a
good.
weird thing to me is it's been
good.
such a long hiatus, and she started a new show on Hulu, and I was like, "What? We're not wrapping up this last
She needs
season
to
of
work.
Handmaid's
So
Tale."
The Testaments is set 15 years after the events that happen in The Handmaid's Tale. And so Daisy is a Canadian teenager whose life is turned upside down when she learns of her connection to the Republic of Gilead.
I finished watching Fallout. Watched the final episode of that.
Yeah.
What a show.
That's great.
What a show.
Nice.
What's the word on that?
They're working on the new
Yeah,
season.
the new season's.
And finished the Severance, the last episode of that.
Gnarly.
What
So
a
good.
show.
What a show.
What a time to be alive.
What a show. What do I watch now?
White Lotus.
Yeah, get into White Lotus with me.
White Lotus is fantastic.
It is really good.
Would I enjoy it?
We
Yes,
wrapped up
very much
season
so.
1.
Watch it with your wife.
Is it comedy?
First
It is.
season is
it's
great.
everything. It's everything you want it to
It's
be.
very different than the other shows you've seen.
But it will tick all the boxes for you.
So it's got comedy. It's a mystery. It's
You will enjoy it.
The next, well, I guess it's the last episode, and I won't do any spoilers here, but what happens in a suitcase? You've never seen it happen
Okay.
in cinema, okay?
All right, I'll get that a watch.
Speaking of cinema, moving into movie news, the Academy Awards were viewed by 18.1 million people on Sunday night, down by 7% from last year.
Oh, down you don't say.
McDonald's just dropped its latest commercial, which spotlights the Oscar-nominated actors, talking about their go-to breakfast items. Kieran Culkin just kept it simple. He just wanted one small Coke from McDonald's, while other people like Julia Fox had it hotcakes with 10 syrup packets.
Hotcakes with 10 syrup packets?
Chris Rock was spotted at the Vanity Fair Oscar party on Sunday night. His presence marked the first time that Rock had been back to the Oscars party since the infamous slap from 2022. And there's still no word about how Gene Hackman and his wife died, but somebody posed a very interesting theory. So Dr. Michael Baden is a world-famous forensic
okay.
pathologist.
Michael Baden, yeah.
Baden,
he is, he's got an HBO show. This guy, if you saw his face, you'd go, oh, this is the guy. This guy.
He's not working on the case, but he's seen the reports, and here's how he thinks Gene Hackman and his wife died. So, given the evidence from Gene's pacemaker, Baden says that he may have suffered cardiac arrest and then collapsed. Betsy then found him on the floor, or I'm sorry, Betsy was found on the floor of the bathroom with a space heater next to her with an open prescription bottle on the counter, and then pills are scattered everywhere. So this guy says that she have maybe ran to the bathroom to get Jean's blood pressure medication, fallen, had a cardiac event herself because she was 65 and under a lot of stress at that moment. Could have been an accidental fall, which caused her to hit her head. No evidence of blunt force trauma, but she could have suffered some sort of internal injury like a brain bleed. And as for the dog, it was constrained in its cage or kennel, so it probably died from dehydration because it did not have access to water for 9 days.
Yeah, I read that today, that it was in a kennel in the closet. So now it makes sense as to why there was one dead dog and 2 living dogs.
I thought you were going to say the dog ran to help her and hit its head.
So is an autopsy being done?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're trying to
so-
fast track it too. He's just from the evidence that he's seen, he's speculating.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one who's speculating. So there's another theory out there with the Star Whackers. Randy Quaid lost his mind,
dear.
and he started ranting about some secret cabal that was killing off celebrities and stealing their fortunes. He said this happened, with Heath Ledger and David Carradine and other dead celebrities. So according to him now, they whacked Hackman.
Why?
And why now?
I don't know, dude. It's
95.
Randy Quaid. I don't know.
At 95.
That
Why are we whacking Hackman?
maybe they wanted.
He had a
his
lot of crypto.
money. He had a lot of crypto.
Okay, so the real theory with the one forensic pathologist. So Hackman had a heart attack. The wife went to go grab his medication.
Right.
She possibly fell.
Right.
Or she may have had a cardiac arrest herself. And the dog died from not
Neglect.
being able to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Terrible.
boy.
Really sad about
Yep.
everything, but very sad about the dog. Like, had a lot of life left, I bet. And why was only the one dog in a crate? Like, was that the bad dog? What was up with that
Might have
dog?
been training it or something. Who knows?
I need to know more about what happened to that pup.
What?
Listen, I know human life.
I'm more concerned with the woman.
Well, yeah,
No, I know.
we will find that out.
We'll
I'm just
find
saying,
that out, but
there's no way to
if
know.
she had a heart attack, she had a heart attack.
The autopsy, we are waiting results.
If she had a heart attack, she had a heart attack. But the dog suffered. Like, hopefully, Jean and Betsy didn't suffer.
Right, hopefully they went fast.
Yeah, if you have a heart attack, boom, it's over. Or, like, the Widowmaker.
Not saying I care about the dog more than people. I'm just saying,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
the dog
Here
didn't
come the
mean to-
emails.
Here we go.
I get it.
Maybe the dog had a heart attack.
Hey,
Everybody probably did.
Just
Who knows?
Speculating.
Honestly.
just speculating.
And finally, Forbes has released its list of the highest paid actors of last year. Can you guess the top 10 highest paid actors of 2024?
Highest paid actors of 2024. Show me The Rock.
He is number 1 at $88 million.
Not a bad
What?
guess.
Per movie?
What's the last good movie The Rock did?
I don't think I've watched The Rock in any movie ever.
Has Rock done any good
Get
movies?
Shorty.
Dude, honestly, Black Adam was like, it was good, but it was kind of good for nothing. Like, it was like,
I haven't watched any of the Jumanjis. Are they good?
The first
Oh,
one
yeah,
was
they're
okay.
they're
The
decent.
first
Yeah,
one was all right.
they're
Forgot
decent
about that.
reboots, for sure.
Why don't we keep going down this list?
How about Pedro Pascal? Based on sheer volume, he's in everything.
Not yet, but I can't wait for him to be on this list, and I love him deeply.
Show me Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, number 9 at $26 million.
So these are the classics. So Tom Cruise is on this.
Tom Cruise is not on this, Scott.
Oh.
Maybe
Thomas Hanks.
Tom Hanks, no.
I wonder if Tom Cruise is not on there because they're talking about money for acting, and when he's doing all these things, he's
He's got all
EPing,
back-end
he's
stuff.
he's
Okay.
doing so much of the other stuff to get his money there.
Okay, how about Scarlett Johansson?
No, there is only one woman on this top 10.
Zoe.
Show me.
Timothy Chalamet.
No. Chalamet.
Charlize Theron.
No.
Julia Roberts.
No. You're in the right vicinity of
You said Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Who'd be
Who is the female on this list?
from that age
Do you
range?
want a hint?
No.
Okay.
Jennifer
Sandra?
Lawrence.
Jennifer
No,
Lawrence would be a
no,
good one.
no.
Sandra Bullock hasn't made anything in a while.
I
trying to
know.
think. There was a Hunger Games movie, wasn't there? Oh, no, not with her. That was with somebody else.
Oh, no.
Emily Blunt.
Like maybe a Wicked
No.
from Wicked or something.
Oh,
Here comes the
Ariana
hint. Here
Grande?
comes the hint.
All right,
There we
hint.
go.
Husband might be extraterrestrial.
Larry
Oh,
King's
Nicole
Bailey.
Kidman.
Nicole
Nicole
Kidman.
Kidman.
$31 million. She comes in at number 8.
Hint.
Not might be, is.
Is.
All right, keep going. Think classic, not classic, but think older
Ryan Reynolds.
actors. Ryan Reynolds is number 2.
Kevin got a good one on
$85
here. John Cena.
John Cena, no.
Ryan
Jackman.
Gosling.
Hugh Jackman, number 5 at $50 million. We have 2 comedians.
2 comedians.
With
2
Captain
actors
America?
That, hang on, 2 comedians.
Kevin
2
Hart.
2 actors that work together, and then one guy that Hollywood kind of dissed for the last couple of years. Kevin Hart is number 3 at $81 million.
Will Smith.
Hollywood dissed.
Will Smith is number 10.
Is that the one Hollywood dissed? Okay.
At
What did
26
Kevin
million.
Hart do?
He's in
Everything.
all those.
He's in a million things.
Jumanji,
Okay, yeah. And yeah.
and you know
And,
other ones.
Other
Jumanji 2.
Yeah.
He was in that other stanker that I watched on a plane. What was the one with? Oh, Kate Blanchett was in it, and it was so bad.
Based on the video game.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Yeah, he was in that. More comedians.
One more comedian, and then a duo of guys that has done a lot of things
A
together.
comedian.
Dave
like,
Chappelle.
A classic comedian.
a classic comedian.
Steve Martin.
Somebody that is in the Mount Rushmore of comedian.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld is number 4.
What movies besides the
The
Frosted
stupid
movie?
Frosted movie.
I guess
60
technically they're
million.
probably taking all of his stand-up into account for salary.
And Curb. Wasn't he in the last season of Curb?
I mean, for one episode.
I don't know. Maybe he got paid a lot.
Was that last year?
They're taking in his like enterprise center gigs probably.
And finally, one of these men is
left?
married to a lawyer, and the other man,
George Clooney.
George Clooney's number 7 at $31 million. And the final man on this list is from the state of Missouri.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt,
Oh,
$32
look
million.
at you guys.
Look at that.
So your number 1 is
John
The
Goodman.
Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Hart, Jerry Seinfeld, Hugh Jackman, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Nicole Kidman, Adam Sandler, and Will Smith. These are your highest paid actors of 20.
Again, has The Rock been in really any good movies?
No.
Pain and
Moana.
Gain, baby.
Moana, yes. Okay.
And
Yeah.
live
Did you see
action
Pain and Gain?
Moana is about to come out.
Pain and Gain.
And that's your crap
He's
on
been in all the Fast
celebrities.
and Furious movies, dude. Like just think about
Oh, yeah, he took over. But isn't he like the main character now?
kinda.
One
He's
of them.
been in a
Vin
lot.
Diesel's the guy.
Still?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him indeed.
Good for him.
Man.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday on this day. Josh Bowman, that's Daniel on Revenge. Also Jack the Ripper on Time After Time is 37. Margot Harshman from NCIS is 39. Landon Donovan, the U.S. soccer player, 43. Chaz Bono is 56. Sam Taylor Johnson, the 50 Shades of Grey director. She kisses the Kick-Ass star Aaron Taylor Johnson anytime she wants to, because apparently they're together, is 58. Jason Newsted, 62. Ray Boom Boom Mancini, the WBA lightweight champion in the 80s, is 64. Steven Weber, Brian Hackett on Wings is 64. Patricia Heaton, Ray's wife Deborah on Everybody Loves Raymond, is 67. McKelty Williamson, that is Bubba in Forrest Gump, he's 68. Catherine O'Hara, we know her from a million things. Home Alone, Best in Show, Pooh's Creek, as Moira Rose, she's 71. And Paula Prentice, The Stepford Wives, and Saturday the 14th is 87 years old.
Saturday the 14th.
That's what it says, Saturday the 14th. I don't know what that is.
As opposed to Friday the 13th. It's the day after.
I suppose so. Was that the sequel?
I don't know. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Summer Cummings. And that's not how you spell that. Today's birthday girl has been in 413 fine films, including Abducted by the Enema Bandit. She was in Ass Aliens, Battling Bitches 2, Big Busty Whoppers, Big Knockers 11.
Can you imagine getting abducted and you go, what are you going to do with me?
Oh, it's the Ass Aliens.
I am known as the Enema Bandit. So...
Watch out.
She was in the Boobsville Sex Academy, the Catfight Club 2, Double Airbags 15. Guess who's back? The Anima Bandit returns.
Wow.
Oh.
Have Whip Will Travel, The Melon Man 2, Wall-to-Wall Water Sports, and who can forget her role?
Oh, my gosh.
In 2013's Weird, Strange, and Ugly.
Wall-to-wall water sports. That was a Commodore 64 game,
Yep.
if I remember correctly.
Summer Cummings is 57 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll give away some stuff. We've got tickets for The Offspring Show coming up on August 17th with Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory tickets on sale Friday. We got tickets for Point Fest coming up on Saturday, May 17th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. And we got tickets to go see your St. Louis Blues take on the Vancouver Canucks That's on March 20th over at Enterprise. The first 12,000 fans to enter the arena that night will get a mystery blues hat courtesy of Ticketmaster with 3 different designs available. So after the break, we're playing
Simpleton Trivia.
Simpleton Trivia. Rafe, explain.
It's easy. I will ask you 10 questions, simple questions, somewhere between first grade and 5th grade level. You will have 45 seconds to answer said questions. Are we going to let them defer?
They can defer.
If you answer the questions yourself, you get your choice, and you are successful, you get your choice of 2 sets of tickets. If you choose a surrogate in the room and they win, you get 1 set of tickets. Or you can bet against them if you bet on a surrogate in the room as well.
So, for example, if I pick you you as a contestant, you can go, all right, I'm going to do it myself. Boom, get all 10.
2 tickets.
2 tickets.
But you have to win.
You can pick like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have Learn do it, and I'm going to bet that she's not going to get
Correct.
10 and 45. If you guess correctly, you will get 1 pair of ticket.
There you go. 2 ways to win.
1 pair of ticket. That's right. That's
1 pair of ticket.
1 pair of ticket.
1 pair.
You know, you should vote on today.
1 pair of ticket. Doing great today, Rizz. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. 1 pair of ticket.
1 pair of ticket.
1 pair of ticket. Simpleton Trivia next.
Love a good pair of boob.
7:57 Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Severe delays, 270 eastbound between 55 and Manchester. Your point forecast, possible severe storms. High of 60 right now is 54 at the Point Studio.
Today is Fat Tuesday. All right, so tomorrow's Ash Wednesday. Today is also Unique Names Day. That's right. Happy Unique Names Day, everybody.
Thank you.
And I thought this was interesting. So the Social Security Administration tracks the 1,000 most popular boy and girl names each year.
Yeah, I was just going to say, does it have to be out of the top 1,000 to be considered unique? No. Or is it top 300 or 500? Or I mean, because there's a lot of crossover, a lot of repeats.
I don't know. I mean, take it however you want, I guess. There's no right or wrong answer to Unique Names Day.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
a
go
unique
ahead
name.
Go ahead and say a guy named Mike is...
or John or Mohammed.
Nobody's naming their kid Mike anymore.
Yes, they are. And they're not going to school going,
Well,
I've got a unique name, Mommy says.
Well, okay, so the 1,000 most popular boy and girl names each year. The bottom of the list is pretty interesting, the bottom of each list. So they haven't released the 2024 stats yet, but the top names in 2023 were Liam, Noah, and Oliver for boys, Olivia, Emma, and Charlotte for girls. So those names are not unique right now.
Okay.
But on the other end of the list, it's pretty interesting. So if your name is down around 1,000, it's definitely unique. The 1,000th most popular name for boys is Hollis.
Alice.
Hollis.
Alice.
And for girls, it's Ilani.
Ilani.
Aylani.
I've done that.
Cute.
Ilani. So the bottom 10 names for boys. Hollis was at number 1,000. Then Damari, Cullen, Abner.
That's a cool name.
Thatcher.
Oh, no.
No way.
Thatcher. Yes.
Abner is pretty cool.
Yeah, Abner's rad.
I know a Cullen.
A Cullen?
Yeah.
As a first name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do too.
So Thatcher was down there at the bottom. Cody with a K. Ulysses, but Ulises.
Oops.
Osman.
Say what?
Yeah.
He's not very nice.
Osman. Ephraim. Ephraim. And Ren. Wren.
Cute.
Ephraim.
All those names suck.
Who do we know?
What?
That's an Ephraim?
Ephraim Ramirez. He was Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite.
I thought we knew an Ephraim. Or he was a middle name. Somebody we know has a middle name Ephraim.
But this
Mine is Lauren Ephraim Elwell.
Ephraim.
What was it? Osman?
Osman. Osman.
Yeah.
Osman.
Yeah.
Abner is going to have his day.
That was a
Again.
house.
It's never going to have its day
Oh,
again.
yeah, well,
Abner, get
Abner,
out of
for
here.
sure.
Wait for that
Abner.
cartoon to come back. That
Well,
comic
Abner?
strip. Yeah.
It's coming. Give it 15 years. 15 years, you're going to start seeing baby Abners.
No, I don't think so.
Man, are you not paying attention to what's happening around us?
I mean, it's the 997th most popular name right now. It's got a ways to go.
Yeah, but Noah and Liam and Ethan and all those were gone forever, and then pow, all of a sudden back with a vengeance and holding steady.
But now we got Breast Man and Os Man.
I like how the 996th most popular name is Thatcher. For girls, Alani, Aya, Ayah, and then Angelique, which I'm surprised that's so low.
Angelique.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the bad girl's name on Rugrats?
That's Angelica.
Oh,
I got an Angelica in my family.
You see the bad
Angelique, though.
Angelique.
Shay, Soraya,
Shay.
Elizabeth with an S.
I got a Soraya in my family.
Like, so Elizabeth with a Z is 15th. Elizabeth with an S, so Elisa
I've never seen that.
Beth.
Elizabeth.
So that's at the bottom of the list.
I know multiple shows.
Adaya, Aady. I'm sorry, Aadhya. Araya,
Araya or Araya?
Araya.
A ray of sunshine.
Neriah, Neriah, and then Claire, spelled Clare.
Way to go.
And then Claire.
Shout out to Claire.
We're doing spelling. That's interesting.
Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Claire.
Where's Rafe at?
You're not on the list, pal.
I don't know if you made the top 1,000. Rafe, I'm sorry.
Well,
Are people not naming their babies Rafe anymore?
I don't think they ever were.
Ever?
I don't think
Are
they
people
ever.
Besides
not
one?
making,
Besides
Didn't your
Ralph,
mom
I mean, Ray Fiennes.
decide last minute to name you Rafe?
Yeah, I was on. Well, my dad was lobbying for Storm. And he got outvoted, thank God.
Wait, is it Rafe or Raphael?
It's right. It was Rafe, and then my grandma was mad it wasn't in the Bible, and so they changed it to Raphael when I was 2, and they misspelled it, so it's still not in the Bible. And
So what does on your birth certificate say?
it says Raphael now.
Spelled incorrectly?
Rapheel.
It's
Instead of-
AEL.
It's AEL. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Raphael.
You're
Rafael.
special. I like it.
Nobody.
So that would be at the bottom
No.
of the list.
Nobody
Nobody
has spell
checked?
check at the doctor's
Nobody
office in the
spell checked.
70s.
They just went
Nobody-
there like, trust me, I know spelling.
Nobody
Spelling
double
like
checked anything? Or
Hell no.
nobody gave your parents, like, are you sure?
Nope. And they spell Rafe with an F, Rafe, and they spelled Raphael with a PH because that's what they thought the Bible would say.
Oh.
Grandma
'Cause
didn't
it's
know
proper.
either. To be fair,
To be fair,
Grandma went to her grave thinking I had a nice Christian name.
Oh, yes,
little did she
Raphael,
know.
who went to the caves and found all the ladies and
The Book of
laid
Tobit.
with all of them.
Oh, that's what Raphael did in the Bible.
I hope
Went
so.
to the cave to find the ladies.
To the ladies that
Yeah.
were making salads.
Is there
My grandson
Raphael?
is named after the cave angel.
The cave angel Saint Raphael.
Is there Raphael in the Bible?
No.
The Book of Tobit.
Oh,
And it's only in certain Bibles.
so it is in the Bible.
So it is in there, yeah. Technically, there's only 4. The archangels, I think it was like Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and I think there was one more
Leonardo.
named besides Lucifer.
And now we know.
So I'm a little angel.
Okay. All right.
I'm the show's angel.
Happy unique name day, Rafe.
Thank you.
This is a day we celebrate people like him. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, today's contest is sponsored by...
Hang on, sorry. CarStar, your auto body repair experts locally owned with nationwide guarantee. See carstar.com for locations near you.
All right, we are playing Simpleton Trivia. So you got a choice to make when we pick you up here. You could either answer the questions yourself. Rafe will give you 10 questions. You'll have 45 seconds to answer these questions correctly.
Correct.
Rapid fire. If you get anything wrong, you hear the buzz and you are hung up on.
That's right.
And that's it. You cannot get anything wrong. So you could either choose to answer the questions yourself, and in that case, if you are successful, you get your choice of 2 tickets. Offspring tickets, Point Fest tickets, or Blues tickets. Or you could say, you know what? I want a Rizz Show member to do it for me. But, for example, I'm going to pick Moon, and I don't think he's going to get the 10. So I'm going to bet against him. If you are correct in your betting, then you win one pair of tickets. All right, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Let's go to...
I would also like to throw out there, you can pass once. If you get hung up, here's my advice if you do it yourself. Don't get hung up and wait on the question. Pass and move on, and I'll come back to it. But you can only pass once because I'm not going to try to come back to 10 questions. So.
All right, Marty? Marty!
Morning, guys.
All right, Marty, are you going to do it yourself or are you going to have somebody play for you?
Somebody play for me.
All right, who's it going to be?
Let's do Learn.
All right, Learn. Will she achieve the 10 and 45 or will she not?
No.
Marty is betting
Marty.
against you.
I love the spite that runs through my blood whenever
All
the
right,
men
so
want me
let's
to
prove
fail.
Marty wrong.
All right, let's
Learn.
do it.
Okay,
Scott Rizzuto.
your time will begin.
Learn, will it distract you or help you if I eat this giant banana?
It always helps me when your giant banana's out.
Your time will begin as soon as Rafe is done reading the first question.
Thank you.
Okay.
Learn, are you ready to play?
Moon, ready to start the
trivia.
ready to start the
Yes.
time?
Yes, sir,
Rafe,
I'm
Dean.
ready.
I would prefer you not eating a banana. Okay, thank you.
I'm playing. I prefer it.
Pick the banana away from your face. Took the banana out of your face, dude.
It's the biggest banana you've ever
And
It's a
seen.
he's
Costco
not eating the
banana.
banana. Thank you. All right, pay attention to the timer.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Learn.
Yes.
It's time to play. Who was the first U.S. president?
George Washington.
What is the smallest state in the United States?
Pass.
What endangered China native animal is the symbol for the World Wildlife Fund?
The tiger.
Nope.
Gosh damn
Hey, Marty, congratulations.
it! The panda.
Wow.
Oh, Marty, I
Wow,
beat you.
our resident animal lover has been exposed as a
Dude,
fraud.
I default to cat
You know
every
that-
time.
you know
I
that
can't
sticker?
help
You
who
know
I
that
am.
sticker?
I do know it now. I know. I used to donate money to them. I'm an a-hole.
Damn.
Rhode Island
R.I.P.
hates
my-
you.
Ripped off your
to my
donating one with
rep,
the tiger.
dude.
Dang.
Also, wait.
I
And
thought that was going to be a slam.
is Rhode
dunk.
Island the smallest?
Rhode Island.
Okay, I would have
yes,
gotten
yes,
that right.
Small state.
Suck
All
on
right.
that, Marty.
Kira, hello. Wow.
Hi.
All right, Kira, are you going to do it yourself or are you going to have somebody play for you?
I'd like Learn to play for me.
Is she going to get it? Is she going to get all 10 and 45 or no?
I think she'll get most of them, but I don't think she'll get all 10.
What is this
Kira-
woman's name? Kara?
Kira.
Kira? Oh, Kira.
All right. Learn?
Yes.
Hey, let's lock in.
Hey, I am locked in, dude. I'm having a rough one.
All right, hold on a second.
May I just say what's going on here? You're curled up in a
You're
ball.
right. You know what? I need to get. You're right. Let
You
me
need to
get
have a
loose.
power
Get
stance.
loose.
Okay, you're
Dude.
right.
Come on, man.
All right, let me.
You're
get my...
you're a little too loose. You're curled up in a ball.
I know. It's Tuesday. Okay, I'm here. I'm loose.
Now,
I'm with it.
Now you're standing. I feel like this is a power stance. Like all the blood is going to all the extremities.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Kira says you can't do it. I believe in you.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Are you ready to
Yes.
do this yet again?
Here we go.
Okay. Learn. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
you know-
Who
yeah.
directed Jurassic Park?
Pass.
Who sang Thriller?
Michael Jackson.
What's the largest land animal?
An elephant.
What is the name of the dog in The Wizard of Oz?
Toto.
What fictional city do the Simpsons live in?
Springfield.
What city would you find the Colosseum?
Rome.
What is the name of the cowboy in Toy Story?
Woody.
What is the capital of Texas?
Austin.
What fast food chain has the Big Mac?
McDonald's.
Who sings Uptown Funk?
Bruno Mars.
Who directed Jurassic Park?
Steven Spielberg.
Suck it, Kira.
Kira! Suck it!
Oh my God!
Wow!
1 second.
Hey, man, all right.
Would you like a banana?
See what happens when you stand up?
1 second left.
Oh, I was thinking Michael Crichton because
No,
he
he
wrote
wrote the
Jurassic.
book.
Yes, I was
Oh,
losing
man.
my
Yeah.
mind.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but you said Michael Crichton, I might have given it to you for the deep cut.
All right, Rich, hello.
Morning. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, Rich. All right, you want to do it yourself for 2 pairs of tickets, or you want to pass to somebody else?
I'm going to pass to Learn.
Gosh damn it!
Will she do it, or will she not?
She won't. I don't think she can go 20 for 20.
So goofy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I am so pissed.
All right, listen to me.
What do I need to do?
Let's calm down. Let's settle down.
I did come here to play. Let's go.
You came here to play. In fact, when you walked in the office this morning, you're like, I'm here to play.
Yeah, you said that.
You got this.
Okay, let's prove Rich wrong.
Damn it, Rich.
2 in a row.
Why do these people hate me so much?
They don't hate you. They just want to win tickets.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Can you do this? I believe that you can.
Okay, let's go, pal.
You seem very stressed out right now. Just
Let me have a
chill.
drink of water.
Take a little
Let's
drink.
just have a little drink.
Everybody take a little drink.
This is your 3rd round in a row.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions flying at you. Learn. Let's go. Here we go. What is the capital of France?
Pass.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo da Vinci.
AU is the chemical symbol for what precious metal?
Silver.
Nope.
What? Gold.
Gold.
Gosh
damn it.
Rich.
What gold?
Congratulations, Rich. You got it, buddy. Hang on. Winner.
Capital of France is Paris.
Paris.
Paris, I know.
Fine.
I get all up in my head about stuff.
Okay, let's go to Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Chris. Okay, you going to do it yourself for 2 pairs of tickets, or are you going to pass to somebody else?
Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think if that banana's power and moon, or if I can ride Learn into not getting this one.
Well, you can ride me all morning long, sir.
He won't let me eat it.
What do you want to do, Chris?
Let's go Moon.
Moon.
Poor choice.
Moon.
Poor
To get
choice.
it or not get it?
I'm not feeling well today.
Okay, let's not poison the well. Chris, will he get the
Trying to
10
help
or
him,
not?
man. Trying to help him.
I don't think he's going to get them.
Okay, so you're saying Moon.
If he
is a
hasn't eaten the
giant-
banana, he's not getting it.
He's saying you're a giant dummy today. Okay.
I
Let's
agree.
go.
I've sneaked
All
a bite or two, but it's not going well for
Let's
me.
prove
today.
him wrong.
Today is
Moon.
a bad day.
Let's get all 10.
All right, dude. Whatever.
Here we go. Moon Valjean.
What?
It's time for
He's got to start
Simpleton
his own
trivia.
clock.
Yes, I'm ready.
Get ready to start your own clock.
I'm ready.
What is the national flower of the United States?
Oh my God! What? What a jerk! He would never do this. Pass.
What is the name of the famous clock tower in London?
Big Ben.
What is the only fruit with seeds on the outside?
Strawberry.
What does NASA stand for?
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
What is the capital of New York City?
Albany. New York City, the capital
New York
of New
State,
York City.
New York State.
Albany.
Who wrote Romeo and Juliet?
Shakespeare.
What's the world's most spoken language?
Mandarin.
What's the name of the green ghost in Ghostbusters?
Slimer.
How many legs does a spider have?
8.
What is the hottest planet in the solar system?
Venus.
What is the national flower of the United States?
Bro, the rose.
Bingo.
My man. I'm not touching
Don't
you.
touch me.
Chris, sorry, buddy.
Oh, man.
My man.
My man.
Moon put his hand down for a high five. I'm not touching you.
Yeah, don't touch me. I'm serious. I'm not feeling well. But rose. Rose?
Rose.
Rose.
Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't have got that.
What is the national flower that Seal was kissed by?
Did you know that?
I had no
No, you didn't. The whole room just went, oh, God.
I would have said the cherry blossom, honestly.
That's
Been wrong.
That's Japan.
It is the rose.
Because don't they have a cherry blossom festival in D.C.?
Yeah, but they're only around so many places.
I don't know flowers.
Roses are everywhere.
Oh, my gosh. That was just,
Roses
that was
are
just
red,
a word.
white, and blue.
With 1 second left.
That wasn't even a guess. It was just a word. It was the first flower I could think of.
Oh, man.
Randy, hello.
Good morning.
Oh,
morning.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Sorry.
Thanks, buddy. All right,
Reagan
Randy,
made it the
you
national
going to do it
flower in
yourself
86.
for 2 pairs of tickets or pass it along?
You know what? I'm going to try to do it myself.
Mr. Randy.
Randy, about
Randy.
time somebody had some cordials.
All right, Randy,
baby.
let's say you win, Randy. What 2 pairs you want?
Probably Point Fest and Offspring.
Nice.
Fast and
Nice.
Offspring
Good choices.
Sounds a close talker
Here we
on
go,
his,
Randy.
phone.
Let's roll.
Randy.
All right.
Don't forget to.
I'm
Hey,
at
if you
work.
get hung
I gotta
up,
be quiet.
pass.
Oh, nice. Me too.
That's fine, Randy. Randy, do you work it? Are you a magician's assistant and you are stuffed in a box right now?
All right.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, brother. Well, hope he doesn't saw you in half because it's time for you to play Simpleton Trivia. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Randy, what is the square root of 64?
8.
What is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell.
What is the longest river in the world, miles?
Nile.
Who invented the telephone?
Bell.
What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends?
Pass.
How many bones are in the adult human body?
Oh, man. 324.
No.
Randy.
That's a tough
That is a
Over
tough one.
by about 120 bones. 206, 206.
Yeah, we know that. We've learned that.
No, I still don't. He just said it. I still don't know.
We've heard that answer
I
more than
would've
we've
said
heard the
20.
national flower.
20
You
bones,
just said
really.
20.
My arm bone, my
I'm
leg
pretty soft.
bone.
I'm soft. I don't got.
I don't got no
I don't
bones.
got all my bones.
I'm more gelatinous.
Good effort.
I'm just a bag of pudding. Okay, well,
Brad.
Yes, sir.
All right, Brad. What do you want to do here?
I'm going to go learn, and she's not going to get it.
Oh, learn.
you messed up, Brad. You done
Okay.
messed up.
All right. Learn.
Yep.
Here we go. Brad doesn't think you could do it. Guys, okay, listen.
What?
I want everybody to calm down in the studio. Okay, Moon is eating a banana.
No, I'm not.
Being weird.
I'm holding it for the most part. On occasion,
Scott?
I'm eating it.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you.
You do you. All right,
I'm
Learn.
gonna hold you as a
You're-
cucumber right
you're
now.
Cool. All right, let's go.
Are we ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
All right. Learn. Who played Jack in Titanic?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What planet is known as the Red Planet?
Mars.
What's the main ingredient in hummus?
Chickpeas.
Who wrote Harry Potter?
J.K. Rowling.
What is the main ingredient in guacamole?
Avocado.
What sport uses the term love for 0 points?
Tennis.
Who was the first man to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
What is the largest continent? Continent. Pass if you don't have it.
Pass.
What does www stand for in a web address?
World Wide Web.
What is the name of Batman's butler?
Oh! And, gosh. Damn it.
Alfred.
Alfred, of course.
Alfred.
Brad.
Asia was the big
You
one.
win. Congratulations,
Thank you.
buddy. Hang on.
Thank you.
Do you have enough for one more?
Thank you.
I think I can put one more together.
Let's
yeah.
get one more. Okay. Let's get one more, Scott. One more contestant.
Oh, yeah, you're like, everybody calm down. Everybody was totally quiet. They're like,
That's
everybody
me calming myself down.
Oh,
I'll be
okay,
honest
yeah,
with
yeah. You were getting
I
riled?
sometimes need to calm down.
Sorry. Happens to us.
We're doing well.
Doing great.
Tickets are going. There's been a couple wins.
Hey, there's some winners. There's some losers.
Big loser right here. Yeah.
No, that's not
that's
true.
not true. You won
Kate?
one, right?
I did win.
Good morning, guys.
All right, Kate, you're the final contestant.
With
Kate
1
and
second.
Gerald. Lovely Gerald, Missouri. Driven through there once or twice. All right, Kate,
Yes.
what do you want to do here?
I am going to go with Moon.
Okay.
Oh,
To get
And
the
I'm going to guess
questions.
that he is not going to get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
All right.
Kate thinks you're a big
I do.
dope.
Because I can't lose.
I do not believe this.
Okay, here we go.
believe
45
in
seconds on the
Windows
clock. Kate hates you,
That's fine. No,
and I want you to prove her wrong.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Moon Valjean,
Yes.
Down,
your time begins.
Here we go.
Oh, everybody calm down.
Hey, calm down, everyone.
I'm not even saying anything.
Calm down, Randy. Get out of that box. All
Here
right.
we go.
Moon, Ottawa is the capital of what country?
Canada.
What James Cameron film is the highest grossing movie of all time?
Titanic.
No!
It's Abada.
Oh, no.
Adjusted for inflation?
No.
Adjusted for inflation? Hey, I wanted her to get tickets, so I'm just
No.
taking the easy way
Kate,
out.
congratulations.
Avatar.
Thank you so
Not
much,
the way of
man.
the
You're
water.
welcome.
Avatar
I did this
1.
for you.
Avada.
Sacrifice my
Abada.
ego.
Well, that's that.
That was nice.
that was nice. We gave away a lot of stuff today, guys.
We did our best.
People happy. We did our best.
I hope those people that were doubting me when they're enjoying their Disturbed or Pantera tickets, whatever.
Nope, we got Offspring tickets.
Offspring tickets. I hope that they think of me when they're in the States.
And they will. I will take a break. We'll come back with some news. It is 8:30. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We still have some troubles and delays 270 eastbound between Gravaway and 40. Down on 55, there is trouble and delays 55 northbound between Revis Barracks and Germania. Your point forecast, possibly severe storms happening. High of 60 right now. It's 55 at the Point Studio.
Number 2 show today.
Yeah, baby.
4 o'clock.
Be dropping at 4. It'll be me, you, and my pal Dan Frigolette. New York comedians coming in. Going to talk to us about Festus Mardi Gras, what that was like, and some other stuff that he's got going on.
All right, number 2 show today at 4 o'clock on the Points YouTube
If you got a message for the show, call 818-532-1420. If you got something you want us to talk about today, call between now and 10:15 because that's when we're recording it.
All right, a woman in England caught her husband of 17 years and father of their 4 kids cheating in the back of his dad's work van. I don't know if you saw this video making the rounds.
Mm-mm.
Man, she goes nuts. I mean, obviously, she goes nuts. This is the wife who posted the entire 2.5-minute video online. So the husband's pants are down the entire time. There's no actual nudity, so you could watch this at work if you want. There's a lot of F words, though. But here's what that sounded like.
There you go, look.
We done.
Set the warrants back at van.
We done.
Go on.
We done.
Go on.
We done.
Enjoy it. You watch this going all over Facebooks in the back of his dad's.
I have no idea what they're saying.
This is going
In
all
the
over
back of the van.
Facebook.
I have no idea what they're saying.
Go on, enjoy
Who's the
it.
governor?
Go on.
Who's the governor, Perret?
Go on.
We done.
Go on.
We done.
Enjoy it. You watch this going all over Facebooks in the back of his dad's van. Cheating on me. It's mine for 17 years, not last New Year with some bag.
No, it's not.
With some bag?
With some bag.
With some bag.
With some
Something about a
bag.
vanilla Facebook, too, I think.
Granola Facebook.
Go on, carry on. You want a show? You can have a show.
All right, it's over.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
What's over? You and her. This is going on Facebook. You watch.
Put the phone on.
No.
You've got
No.
the phone.
No. No.
Kids are in that car.
So, yeah, exactly. Your kids are in that car.
You had to bring the kids, huh? Now, the other woman, she's in the van, too. Now, she is completely dressed.
She is?
Yeah, she leaves the van like she kind of like slinks out.
She's like, I'm getting out of here.
She tries to reason with the wife, but she's like, I'm going to hit the old dusty trail.
Our kids are in that car.
Can you just put the phone away,
No.
please?
You need to put your pants up.
Yeah, well, whoops.
Whoopsie. Can you just please put your pants up?
That's it.
Leave my knickers out of this. What'd the woman say? You said the other woman tried to reason with her?
Yeah, but there was no words
exchanged.
No words, really. Could
I'm
help
just
the situation.
I'm just a bag, and I'm gonna float on out of here.
Yep, I'm gonna head on out of here, kids. You enjoy. Thanks for the roll in the hay. All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
Now, you can't go a day without somebody pitching you a quote-unquote hack for happiness. Self-help gurus, social media influencers, even friends. And there's a reason for that. Happiness sells.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness sells. But according to new research, happiness doesn't even buy happiness. Now, the idea is trying too hard for maximum happiness might be making us miserable. It drains our mental energy. It leaves us with less willpower for other important things and decisions, and it adds pressure. And that creates a snowball effect. You decided, to try making yourself feel happier, but then that effort depletes your ability to do the kinds of things that actually make you feel good, like being active and productive and solving problems. And the researchers say you shouldn't give up on your pursuit, but just for the love of God, chill out about it. Like, chill out and don't stress about being super happy all the time. Look at what you already have and just accept it as something that gives you happiness. Okay?
Okay.
I think we all needed to hear that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give you some simple things to be happy about, okay?
All right, let's hear it.
I'm in.
Pants with drawstrings.
Pretty tight. I got some new
Well, they are
comfy pants
tight
with
if-
drawstrings, and boy, I tell you what, I would live in them if I could.
Taco Bell when you're high. These are little things that make us happy.
Sure.
A gas station squeegee that doesn't streak.
Ooh, and has
Nothing
water
like
in
it.
it.
Yeah, and has water in it. What is that about?
Jerks.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Watching somebody driving a BMW getting speeding tickets. Sorry, Moon. I know you drive one, but it makes me happy. It makes me happy. Again, these are just little things for
Oh,
me.
man.
Curious. You like that, Scott?
Oh, Mooners.
That guy who was too cool for you in high school, who's now fat and bald. This makes me happy. Let me see. A Brita pitcher with enough water that you don't have to refill it.
Oh, that is
Right?
the best.
Right?
Mother-in-law's
Right?
house. Yes.
It's a nice feeling.
That's a nice feeling. The bathroom scale that can't tell you're leaning on the sink, okay? I know it's a lie, but that number's a little lower, and that makes me feel good. These are all little things. So let's take inventory. And just all the little things in our life that'll make us happy. Not some life happiness hack.
You're all
Don't
good
work.
today.
That's
good.
This might sound like bad parenting advice, probably because it is bad advice, but TikTok moms have been telling parents to try feeding their baby a spoonful of butter. And they claim it helps them sleep through the night. Moms in the U.S. started this trend because, yes, of course, but it spread to other countries too, like England and New Zealand. And a lot of tired parents feel like it's worth a shot. And, what's the harm? What's the harm in giving my baby a spoonful of butter, right? Oh, I'll tell you what. It's not harmless. That much saturated fat isn't good for anybody, especially babies. And a dollop of butter, that could be, I don't know, a serious choking hazard for a baby.
Melt.
And it's normal for kids not to sleep through the night. It's kind of part of the deal. So don't shove butter in their face to shut them up.
Can you choke on butter? It's literally the thing you use to get stuff dislodged.
Butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a grease.
It melts.
Put butter on, like, you ever put a little butter and you get a ring stuck? Comes right off. Butter melts, baby. It's a low melting point. They may choke temporarily, but it'll melt away.
Will it? Will it melt inside a baby?
I truly, as not a scientist, believe that.
Excellent question.
I truly believe that.
Butter melts.
Don't we put like tabs of butter in our coffees? And that was a thing Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers were doing like 5 years ago.
But that's for adults.
I got good news. Butter melts between 82 and 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, by the time it melts, your baby's dead.
Yeah, but what temperature is a
Body
baby?
temperature.
Yeah, what temperature is a baby?
Look that up. What
Above
temperature is a baby?
80.
I think they run
What
hot.
temperature is a baby? I'm listen.
Babies
Like we're 96.3 or what?
You
What
got
is it?
swaddled?
97.6, right?
A bunch of parents
That's the
tried
new
this.
one?
It does not work, okay? Butter will not put your baby to sleep.
What if you got a fat baby and they really like it? And they go, this is what I need. This is my nightcap.
What if it's
Then
clean
what?
butter and
I
not?
saw a real fat baby the other day, dude.
I love a fat baby.
They had a fat baby's arm laying in a. They took out one row of Hawaiian bread slider rolls and
Yeah.
put the baby's arm in there, and it looked just like them.
Adorable.
And I was like, man, they just humiliated this baby online.
Who doesn't love a Hawaiian roll?
Little fat, chunky baby.
Fat baby.
That's the best when the babies are huge because
His arm had 4 compartments.
you don't feel like you're going to break them. You know, if it's not your baby.
Like they'll bounce if you
Yeah.
drop it.
Right.
It's fine.
They're so squishy.
The baby's fine if you drop them.
Yeah.
He's got enough fat to cushion the fall. It's okay. Update on the guy who had sex with the MetroLink.
Oh, yes. What, is he out walking the streets again?
He's not.
Did you say with the MetroLink?
Yeah.
Were you not here? I don't think you
But
were.
he is loose in an IKEA, so keep your head on a swivel.
Okay, this is a Thursday story. You were not here.
Tell me more.
Well,
You know this guy.
Boy.
I
we've
know
talked
that.
about him
Repeat
before.
offender.
It's your boy.
It's your
Yeah, it's your boy.
This is your
You were in a
son.
band with this guy.
Easy.
Yeah, dude.
A Spanish Lake man, yes, from Spanish Lake, remains behind bars for now for what they're calling sexual misconduct. And the news story says on a MetroLink train, but it should be with the MetroLink
That's
train
right.
for the second time. His name is D'Angelo Covington. He was in court yesterday asking a judge, hey, will you reduce my $50,000 bond for charges of sexual misconduct on the MetroLink? So according to court documents, Moon, security cameras caught D'Angelo having sex with a seat on the train for 10 minutes at Lambert, Terminal 1 last month. Allegedly, the same day, he exposed himself to somebody at the UMSL South MetroLink platform. So in court yesterday, it was revealed that D'Angelo had, surprise, surprise, drugs in his system and is...
And a bad experience at the airport.
He is bipolar and schizophrenic.
Yeah.
So the prosecutor's like, I am extremely opposed to bond reduction. This guy should not be walking the streets. He's got some problems. So last May, he was convicted of sexual misconduct involving a child under 15, where he was accused of exposing himself to a child. Then last June, he was caught for the first time having sex with a MetroLink train, specifically the seat at the airport. We talked about him then, the first time.
Specifically the seat.
He pleaded guilty to first-degree sexual misconduct in that incident back on December 9th of last year, and was sentenced to 173 days in jail, but was credited with time served. Now prosecutors say, it's happened again, and the judge is like, yeah, you should probably stay in jail.
He needs help.
This is somebody that does not need to be walking around.
Right.
It's sad.
It is sad. 100%. And right, we laugh because it's like the guy had sex with, a MetroLink seat. He did expose himself to a kid.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well,
That's
and
not
if he
good.
has confirmed mental illness like schizophrenia, I mean, hopefully he gets the help that he needs and the medication that he
For
could
now, and he's a drug addict. So left to his own devices,
Yeah.
he should not be out
need. For sure.
without supervision.
It's hard to tell those apart, too, depending on the drug. A lot of the symptoms of amphetamine use, especially,
Will exacerbate.
exacerbate and mirror schizophrenia. So,
And vice versa.
right.
Scary.
It was weird that he told the judge more cushion for the pushing when he was asked if he had
That's
anything to
right.
say.
Yeah, and the judge is like, nope, I enjoyed the joke, but you are to stay in prison. I know Moon is a big banana eater.
Ah, yes.
Here and there.
We love a banana.
Okay, so when you open up a banana, it's you're on the clock, right? You're on the clock.
When you open it,
Yeah.
Once you open a banana, you are on the clock.
It will start to brown.
you mean like an apple?
Yeah.
But bananas brown more quickly.
Oh, dude, he sucked
No.
down.
Than an apple? No.
Granny or what Red Delicious apples, dude,
He don't
brown
care,
like
dude.
immediately.
He
Red
don't care.
Delicious.
He's a criminal.
Don't point your finger at
He
him.
doesn't care, man. He sucked the black banana down so fast the other day. He showed it to us, and he's like, "This is when they're good."
I do
we
go
were
hard
both
on the
like,
brown.
Yeah, it was a little too much for me.
no.
It's the sweeter. All the starches are broken down, and now it's just the sugar.
Do you
Man
know?
has no morals
baby.
in banana world.
Do you know there's apparently a department of science devoted to improving bananas,
Which is amazing.
and those heroes deliver, guys, because scientists in the UK have created a new banana that stays fresh for 12 hours after being peeled.
Well, you know who doesn't like this is the banana bread industry. They're not going to like this one bit.
Yeah, who needs that anyway?
Attack on banana
I mean,
bread.
are we
I will tell you-
pre-peeling bananas
You know why?
out
Because
of
you could put them in
continental-
a fruit salad, and they won't get brown and mushy.
You can also put lemon juice on it, and it'll slow the process
And
down.
even at
That's-
24 hours, this new variety will have 30% less browning than a traditional banana.
Okay, I understand that in fruit salads, but even in fruit salads, like when you get a banana slice in the little, I mean, you got grape juice and all the stuff on it
mandarin
anyway, so it's okay.
oranges.
Yeah, it's okay that it's
I'm just
mushy.
reporting on what they did.
This is great. This is good, dude. This is great news for frugal monkeys.
For sure.
Right.
Monkeys on GLP-1 inhibitors that are like, I just ate till I was full, and then I saved half a banana 12 hours for later.
Tell me something.
Good job, Coco.
When's the last time you went for a pretty spotted brown banana. Have you done it as an adult? Because I know, like, when we were kids, we thought that was gross, and ew, it's a brown spot, and ew, it's rotten, ew.
I don't like a soft nanner.
I haven't done it since I joined this show. You wanna lie? The one time I brought in a speckled banana up in here, you guys all acted like I had just committed murder because I was eating it.
I'm okay with it.
Even you, I think, said something to me like it was too ripe.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, Monday they're always yellow, and by Friday I got good old-fashioned spotted ones.
Everything else is the same.
I'll tell you, the criminals in this world are the Instacarters that bring home the green. I mean,
the greenest of the green.
I've never seen. I didn't know they existed in this
Did
green.
you go down to the Chiquita factory, like where they grow the trees?
Did you climb an immature tree for
Did
this?
you go yourself to get this from the tree?
I wanted you to wait a couple of days till you can enjoy it.
Will the food lawyer represent us in that case?
But would you? Can I just real fast? I'm sorry. Would you rather have the green banana or the really old banana?
Green.
Somewhere in the middle.
No, it's because it's never going to be too old. A grocery store is not going to have it out there if it's not edible.
I'm gonna say this. I do some shopping sometimes curbside with some of these grocers, and when you go through the people that work there, they will get you the overripe bananas because they're trying to get them.
They're trying to get them off the shelf.
Right? Yeah. Well, I'm
I
trying
take
to eat
the
them.
green.
So these
The green ones,
bananas
you just
that
wait.
These bananas that stay fresh for 12 hours after opening. They say they have the same taste, smell, sweetness, and texture, just with edited genes. And that's slightly controversial. They say it's not a GMO because they didn't introduce any foreign genetic material. They made changes to the banana's existing genes by disabling the ones that create the enzyme that browns bananas. So, genetically modified.
But not.
Yes,
I
but
don't
not.
like GMOs.
Nothing go wrong with
made
that.
up.
Because you know what? Now we're going to last longer. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah,
I don't want to be putting in these
I know where I'm putting that banana.
longevity GMOs for bananas up in me, and then
The
I
new
am
bananas.
here when I'm 150.
You get this new banana inside you later this month.
Yeah.
That's the band name. The New Bananas.
The new bananas.
If it would slow your aging down, would you stick a banana up your butt?
Slow my age, make me live
What
longer?
kind of question is this? Of course, look at this.
An
man.
important one.
There's not
Of course I
many
would.
things
An important one for science.
Of course I would. For science, yeah.
I just want to make
live
sure.
longer?
Yeah.
If that's the key to,
It would slow your aging.
Oh my gosh.
By let's just say 20%.
if that's a fountain of youth, is shoving a banana up your tushy.
The fountain of youth is a banana bum.
Well, I got some good news
Banana
for you,
bum.
Rizz.
A banana bum a day
Bring me the
keeps
green
death
ones.
away.
Bring me the green ones for that.
I got good news for you.
Yeah.
Bring me the soft mushy ones for that.
And research does back that up, so you're good.
Oh, it does. Okay, good. I'll start today.
Are they still going to go extinct?
Bananas?
Yeah, that was like a thing last year. They were like, by 2050, we'll no more bananas.
I haven't
They
heard
better
that.
not.
I haven't heard that.
Well, there's a whole department of banana science.
Yes, the scientists are on it, Rafe. I don't know how I feel about this. Anti-aging pills for dogs.
I know how I feel about it. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
I don't.
You of all people.
I don't want zombie dog.
dogs.
Here's me.
An anti-aging pill for dogs is one step closer to governmental approval.
I don't like this. This came out a couple years ago, and they've been developing it. It's not fair to the dog. This is a selfish thing humans are doing because they want more time with their dogs. And it's only about a year. It'll longevity their lives to just one more year. The animals deserve to be aging gracefully too and dying as they need to. Their bodies are shutting down. Don't want your dog around for another year and it's
You
suffering.
wouldn't want a pill to have Clover around for another year?
When they're ready to go, it's time.
But what if quality of life doesn't suffer?
But it will. Your dog is still old. So you got a 20-year-old dog, and you want it to be around for one more year. They have arthritis.
First
They
of all,
might have organ
But what
damage.
if they don't have
If you got a
arthritis?
20-year-old dog,
Congrats.
what did you do to get it that far?
Well,
Close.
Bananas.
So the FDA reported that the drug has a, quote, reasonable expectation of efficacy. The FDA still needs to approve the pill's safety for manufacturing and usage. The pill is intended for dogs 10 years or older. The manufacturer hopes this medication will help with metabolism issues.
Common side effects include death.
I don't like it.
Hey, you know what? I'm kind of with you. We have a future veterinarian in the family, and she's been talking to a lot of vets, and she wants to run her own clinic and all this kind of stuff. And she said, I talked to a vet recently, and I said, is it sad? Is it hard? Those first couple of years when you're seeing all these dogs, pass away, and you're a part of that process. And she said that all the vets told her, actually, that's hard in the beginning, but the hardest thing is actually watching a dog that they know that they can help save that the owner can't afford to help save. And on the flip side, watching a dog that should gently pass being kept alive too long because the person does have the money to keep the dog alive.
Right.
Wow.
That
And
freaks me out.
They said that is one of the saddest things. I'm sure it's not sad for the business owner, but the veterinarians themselves as humans, they said it's hard to watch that. Is equally hard to watch that as it is to watch a dog.
So meaning like somebody's going to throw a whole lot of money, just trying to keep it alive,
just to keep it, and it's suffering,
and it's
and it's suffering.
Yeah, it's quality of life.
Wow.
I think about that all the time with my cats.
It's hard to be in charge of that decision, too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look forward to the day that I need to put my cats down. I mean, nobody looks forward to that. But I also am like prepping myself because it's going to happen. You know, I would never do that. I would never be like, I'm going to prolong your life.
What
for
about
me.
cloning?
No.
We've talked about that. If I have FU money, I would love to clone radio.
Spice of life is variety, dude. Get a new dog.
The only thing I would say is when I read the article about it, you start these drugs early.
10. They're meant for dogs 10 years and older.
Yeah, so if you don't have a dog that's like at 10 is on their way out, if you have a dog that's got a 15-year, 16-year like average, it would probably prolong the arthritis and prolong all the things that make them uncomfortable later
what
in
it
life.
does is
He said anti-aging, as if it prolongs or puts that off.
It
That's what I'm
puts
saying.
that off.
Their
So they
metabolism.
don't get arthritis.
That's what I'm saying. So you're not just making your dog live longer in pain. You're prolonging that, letting them have a healthier, longer life.
Yeah, that's what
That's
they
what
say.
it is.
All right, that's cool.
That's what it's supposed to do. So
That's
instead
the
of getting
idea.
arthritis at age 12,
they get it at 15.
They get it at 15.
15. I think you said 1 year.
Nobody said 1 year.
It is one. No, I said 1 year because it makes it last 1 year longer than they normally would. I read the article.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's not like they're going to live for 10 more years. It's 1 more year.
Which is 6 years or 7 years in dog years.
Okay, but so instead of getting arthritis at 12, they'll get it at 13. That's another year I get to hang with my dog.
This is a selfish
And he's
human
healthy.
thing. I have a hard stance on it. I just think it's stupid.
What if
No.
it was 5 years?
No, I don't
What
want
if I
it
said
at all.
you're stupid?
Yeah, that's fine.
Stupid. No, you're stupid.
I don't like it. I'm on the animal side. Like, why can't we just like let them? They don't want cosmetic surgery and longer lives. The animals are animals. They just want to like
But
live
they
their
don't
lives and
get
go.
to be old
Let's let
until
them decide.
later.
Why do you
Let's
take
put
them to the
pill,
vet at all?
Let's put the pill in a piece of cheese over here, and if it eats it, it shows to live longer.
Fine. Why do I take it to the vet at all? Because I don't want them to have any pain right now. But if I take them to the vet, they're like, oh, there's no like Clover, for instance, when she was 3. I had to take her in because she had an O-ring lodged in her small intestine. She'd eaten it in the garage. And so we had to have intestinal surgery to go and retrieve that O-ring and get it out of there. And Dr. Mike at Arch Animal Hospital saved my cat's life. And I was very thankful for that. Now, if what complications would have occurred or if her quality of life would have been down, we would put her down. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I fully expected the next question after we were talking about the vet thing with the daughter for her to go, so what's the cap? What's the budget cap for radio? Like, because she has a bunch of tumors right now, but supposedly they're okay as long as they don't bother her. But I was waiting for her to say, so if she goes in there and they say, well, it's $4,000 to save her life, you know, I thought she was going to ask the
I will
cap.
tell you, for my dogs, $1 billion.
Well, yeah.
No,
I will spend
absolutely
all my
not.
money on
Don't
their
even
health.
virtue signal right now. We have had this conversation on air, and you had a number.
And see, I know I get what you're saying, Learn. But the whole thing about it, they don't get sick until later. So you're not prolonging the pain.
Right.
It'll be still the same amount of the dog getting old. It's just you're putting that part off.
It's just
You don't believe that, though. You don't buy that.
I feel like there's something.
Oh, I'm playing God. Yes.
Yeah, you're playing God, and you're also there has to be a price for that somewhere that they don't know yet. I find it to be selfish on the person's part. I'm sorry. I wish all of our animals could live forever. They're the best.
I totally know what you're saying, but at the same time, surgery is playing God.
Absolutely
And
it
saving
is.
Clover at 3 years old is similar.
Yeah.
If the ideal of what he's saying is actually true, which I know what you're saying. You're kind of
Yeah.
saying like, well, we don't know, just like GLP-1 and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. We're not 100% sure of the eventual fallout. But maybe it is a miracle drug.
Maybe
and
it is.
if it is in the ideal, I would love an extra year with Radio Healthy.
Listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We got some of your email.
How much does it cost?
It doesn't say.
Okay, that's the kicker. What if this is 10 grand a pill?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like Pet Cemetery to me. The people in Pet Cemetery, they put their animals in that pet cemetery so they came back all zombified. But this drug is essentially Stephen King's novel.
Oh,
It's probably a vitamin.
No, it's
with
not.
I don't like it.
Protein.
No, it's not.
Like we're splitting hairs.
What if it's a banana?
I paid $1,200 to get my dog's teeth cleaned in anesthesia to prolong their life and make sure they didn't get bacterial infections from tooth decay.
right,
And then
email.
one died anyway.
They're going to die eventually. Emails next. It is 9:05. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Holy cow. Right lane blocked, right hand shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle 270 northbound at Manchester. Further south from that, we have a left lane blocked due to a crash 270 southbound at 44. And north of that, there are two lanes blocked and a right hand shoulder blocked because of a vehicle fire, 270 northbound at Olive. Your point forecast, possible severe storms. High of 60. Right now is 55 at the Point Studio.
We are back. And we have time for a couple emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com or send your instant feedback over to the 1057 The Point mobile app. Go ahead.
All right, so you guys were talking about on Friday self-driving cars. This person says, "Morning, Rizz crew, listening to Friday's pod and discussing self-driving cars. Lauren mentioned that she thinks this will go the same route as Google Glass. As a Team Rizz member living in Phoenix, I can say that is not a fad that is going to go away. Waymos are everywhere. My son has multiple high school classmates that actually get dropped off daily at school via Waymo. You cannot go anywhere without seeing at least a couple, 2, 3 out on the streets. My neighbor uses Waymo to go grocery shopping. It's pretty much ingrained into society at this point. They also seem to be really good drivers. They even know how to inch their way into traffic when people won't let them in, like in a busy morning school parking lot, and utilize the zipper method at merge points. They cost about the same as an Uber or Lyft. I have not utilized one as yet simply because I haven't had the need to, but I wouldn't have any concerns using one if the need should arise."
What the genesis of the conversation was there was a study done, and it just said, hey, people are not overly enthused about it. They have they have different priorities. Like they would rather a car company work on better safety features on a car than work on autonomous cars. Like they would rather the big manufacturers work on what is the braking system? The
ABS?
No, not the ABS. The one that brakes for you.
Annoying braking system.
Okay.
What do they call that?
It's the automatic braking system, the ABS.
The automatic braking system. They'd rather cars have the adaptive cruise control. They would rather have the cars have the lane assist.
Yeah, okay. So you're talking about nationwide.
Nationwide, yes.
All right. Well, then you're polling a lot of people in mid-Missouri and in Iowa and all that kind of stuff, which I understand. But when you see these things and you experience them in a city like, let's say, Tempe or Phoenix or something, it really does have its place.
I'm not opposed to it.
And it's pretty cool.
I'm not opposed to it at all. And as a matter of fact, what was it, General Motors? They had a whole division working on an autonomous fleet of cars, but they stopped working on it. Like, I guess the interest was not there enough, or even GM was like, we're going to put this on the back burner and shift our focus to safety on the cars that people actually do drive.
Which I totally understand.
And that's why Waymo is what it is. They're pretty much the only game in town.
The only game in town. Tesla's been talking a big game about doing it forever, but Waymo has actually been doing it for years. And when you see it in action, especially in a place like Tempe, where if you're down there at night, it is a ASU college hellhole of drunkenness. And getting these folks to where they have to be safely without drunk drivers on the road is awesome. And that's a place that Uber drivers aren't super stoked to go all the time. So I, for one, I've seen it in action. It's pretty cool. I have yet to be in one, but I would have no reservations. This person says, love the show. 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Clint, Waymo's sentient AI.
And, and Lauren, you mentioned the most paranoid person we know, John Hewlett. He got in one.
I know.
Oh, yeah, because he's out in Phoenix all the time, right?
He is. He's a snowbird out there. No, what was I saying last week? I was saying that, self-driving cars aren't going anywhere. But as far as a service, I don't know. I don't know if a majority of people trust getting in these self-driving cars yet. So will it be like the Google Glass that service will go away? Not that the self-driving cars are going away. We all
But that
will have
Waymo
them.
service, and maybe it'll expand to different cities.
Because we will all eventually have the cars that will be self-driving.
But again, the genesis of that conversation was that Americans right now they're not super stoked on it, and they would rather see the car manufacturers focus on other things.
I understand.
than
There's only
self-driving
two
cars.
cities that have really seen it, though: San Francisco and
Right.
Phoenix.
It's now even in Tokyo. They're doing private testing, it says over there.
Next.
Let's go to entertainment reviews. Good morning, all, and happy Tuesday, Rizz Show. Novocaine is a new movie that I went to with zero expectations. Turned out to be a movie for all to see. Funny, exciting, action-packed, but
I
still
do
with
wanna
a
see
crazy
that.
concept, and it was not over the top like Fast and Furious franchise. I was so excited when walking out, my lady said, ... That was okay, which really means she kind of liked it. So you all have got to see it when it officially comes out. We went to the Marcus Mystery Movie, and that's how we saw it before its release date, Rizz.
Novocaine. So it's a movie. It's the Randy Quaid, not Randy Quaid.
Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid's
kid.
son.
Jack Quaid
Oh, the kid from The Boys.
from The Boys.
Okay.
So I guess he's can't feel pain.
Oh, that's right. I did see an ad for this, and that's his like superpowers, that he can't feel
When
any
the
pain
girl
at
of his
all.
dreams is kidnapped, every man, Nate, turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected strength in his fight to get her back. Novocaine, in theaters, March 14th.
Sweet.
Well, there you go.
Nothing on the Rotten Tomatoes yet, but I when I saw the trailer for that, I did want to see it. So
Yeah, it looked interesting.
looks interesting. Thank you. Next.
Food news. Good morning, y'all. I just watched a video of a young man with cerebral palsy selling hot sauce in St. Louis. I haven't tried it yet, but I live in Colorado, and I can't wait for my order to get here. Thought you guys should know about this young man and his company. His name is Drew. He has cerebral palsy, and he created a hot sauce company called Crippling Hot Sauce. Sorry, I'm not quite sure where he went to high school. From Dexter and Dewey's Cat Bat Phone. P.S. Long live Jeff.
Hilarious. Crippling hot sauce. There it is.
Yeah, St. Louis dude, young guy.
Oh my God. So okay, so he's got CP. There he is. I see a picture of him. So he's got different flavors. Crippling hot sauce. He's got a flavor called Just for the Parking.
Yeah.
Which is a mild and smoky barbecue flavor, a rich blend of peppers and molasses. He's got one called Limping, which is like a medium.
Oh my gosh, I see where he's going with this.
And then there's the hot, which is crippling agony. Fiery heat explosion, carrots, red bell peppers, and habanero fire up the senses. Then there's the special treatment one. And then there's Life's a Beach, which I guess is like a sweet and spicy teriyaki.
Ghost pepper palsy. That's another thing.
Our story. So,
Oh my goodness. I'm a hot sauce guy. It was new to me a couple years ago, and I like it. Expired or not, it's all good. It's all the same.
yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna try some.
Try some. You can build your own bundle. So that's thecripplingcompany.com.
He has
Just
a
look up crippling hot sauce.
He has a quote on here. It's not the hot sauce that put me in the wheelchair. It's the cerebral palsy.
That's
I
amazing.
love this guy.
Best of luck to you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God, you could get palsy points. For like how much stuff you buy.
Wow.
Leaning in.
I love it. All right, one more.
Good morning, Rizz Show. I wanted to share the debate with you that my wife proposed to her family at the last family gathering with no kids present. Would you rather eat chocolate pudding that tastes like human feces or turds that taste like chocolate pudding? Love you all.
Okay.
Okay. This is a big deal.
We'll start with learn.
We got this a month ago, and I'm reading it now because I've been thinking about it for that long.
Would you rather eat? So you had to eat.
You've had a month to think about it. What do you
Would
think?
you rather eat chocolate pudding that tastes like human feces or human feces that taste like chocolate pudding?
Well, the taste is going to be key here. I mean, if you can just close your eyes and get over what you're slamming into your mouth. I mean, I'm going turds that taste like chocolate pudding.
Oh my gosh, I went the other way. I'm going chocolate pudding that tastes like turds.
Oh my God.
Why would you want the taste of turds?
Because I care more about my body than I do about my taste.
But
Let's assume you're not going to die. We have to assume that.
How can you assume? I can't. I got no, test tube. I don't have a microscope. I don't know what this guy has.
They're not really
This is a recipe for E. coli, guys.
But that's
I'll
what
tell
I'm
you
saying.
what.
We just talk about dysentery. Guess how you
have
get
to
it?
assume that in this in this super realistic scenario that you're not going to get a disease.
No guarantee
And
of-
that it's basically just
there's
like
no
you have to
guarantees,
know where
man.
it
There's
came
no
from.
guarantees.
No guarantee of,
So wait.
I tell you
clean
what,
poo.
I want them pudding turds straight from the source.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No way, dude. No
I
way.
think
You ever
in all
see us,
honesty,
like, soft serve?
I think I'm going to roll the dice with the pudding turds.
What?
Thank you.
Wow.
The pudding flavor?
yeah, dude, you're not eating a turd.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but
it
you're
is
not.
human-
It doesn't taste like a turd or whatever.
But in reality, it's a real.
This is
It's real-
my reality, baby.
It's real caca, and you
Pudding
guys are
turds.
choosing.
yeah, but you're choosing a synthetic turd taste.
I'm choosing pudding.
No, it's real turd taste.
I'm choosing pudding.
Yeah, but it's not though. It's turd tasting
I
pudding.
hate this scenario.
Never mind taste.
You can't get turd flavor in the pudding unless you put a turd in there.
You guys are.
See, I'm going to go
eating-
turd because I want to see if the corn's still sweet.
You guys. You
Turd
guys.
pudding hot sauce.
You're on Pudding Island on a turd version
Yeah.
of yourself right now. I don't know.
We're all floating on Turd Island. You're off by yourself.
I don't
on
think
Pudding
you've
Island.
thought about it long enough.
Don't you want to see if the
I had to just go with what
So
came
yummy.
first in my brain.
You don't get to change. You ate crap.
No, I'm not changing. I just want to. I'd rather have a bus hit me.
Dysentery.
Then neither.
E. coli. I mean,
But the taste.
Give me them pudding turds.
I think the taste is what'll stay with me. I don't know.
For sure.
yeah. Trauma, but like, but
sure.
There'll be trauma both ways.
I'm also assuming the smell has to be accompanied by the taste because that is part of the tasting factor.
Yeah.
So you're eating dookie pudding. It is smells and tastes and the consistency of doo-doo.
Yeah,
You're right.
and paper.
But the noun.
I'm out, brother.
But the noun.
Give me them pudding turds.
The noun is pudding.
I don't care.
The object is pudding.
Yeah, but I may be able to because it tastes like, and I love pudding.
Me too.
With the taste, I may be, and I think pudding's delicious.
It's crapioca.
I think I may be able to put the fact that I'm eating a human turd.
Oh, you think you'll be able to set that aside?
Block it out.
With something tasting just like it.
Just so you know, I'll forever. I'm going to remind you, like, you ate poo. You ate poo.
Well, just look at her
Poo
smile.
face.
You'll see it in her smile.
You technically ate
Poo
poo.
mouth.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
eat
didn't
poo as
technically
well.
eat
You
anything.
tasted-
I technically ate pudding. That's
We're
my
not
point.
tasting turd though. You are.
You're tasted turds. You're the turd connoisseur, not us.
Then I'll let you know what your insides taste like.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back with something.
You guys.
He eats black banana and turd pudding. This man has problems.
You guys are crazy.
God.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's a heck of a debate.
Turd pudding or pudding turds? Where do you stand?
Chris says, sounds like Moon already tasted poop and apparently is fine with it.
But you can slam me all you want, you turd-eating idiots.
All right, 9:27. Tuesday traffic and weather. One final look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Severe delays now. 270 eastbound between Manchester and looks like 364. Your point forecast. Possible severe storms. High of 60 right now. It's 55 in the poo eating room.
Scott, you want to do it next?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
it.
we'll
Good.
do it next. Stay there. Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, man, that's some enthusiasm right there.
How about it?
Let's do it.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, King Scott, headline. Goop.
A new study says that fish can recognize people based on what they're wearing, and the study was conducted by a group of scientists with nothing much going on right now. Today is Fat Tuesday, but the name will be changed to Svelte Tuesday next year because it started using Ozempic. Today is National Grammar Day. It'd be a holiday to make sure us all write gooder. Jennifer Gardner was seen laughing while hanging out with Ben Affleck, and obviously he was telling her he made a good Batman. Woody Harrelson said he had an alien experience in 1974. Yeah, you and me both, responded the alien. Landon Donovan turns 43 today, and he might just be the best soccer player ever in the U.S., which is kind of like being the best dentist in England.
Oh, my gosh.
Star Wars Revenge of the Sith will return to theaters for its 20th anniversary, and this movie is where Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader, and Star Wars fans became disappointed. Kieran Culkin says his wife owes him more kids now that he won an Oscar. Oh, please, God, never let Nick Cannon win an Oscar. And finally, Bill Belichick's girlfriend posted a selfie of the couple, and you can find it on Instagram. All right, maybe
All right, thank you, Scott. All right, that is it for us. Appreciate you all tuning in. If you missed anything on the program, there's the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast, which is sponsored by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
Rizz Speaks Party.
Okay. Moon, what else?
May 3rd at the pageant. Can you feel the punk tonight? We talked a lot about some of our favorite theme songs, from Gummy Bears to Rescue Rangers. And, those are all Disney. So good chances we may play those and you can sing along and teach children. So May 3rd at the pageant, thepageant.com, 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show.
All right, Lauren.
Yeah, follow us on the socials at Rizz Show. Follow the Points YouTube page to see the Rizz Olympics. And you can find everything at 1057thepoint.com. Thanks.
Rizz Olympics event number 2 brought to you by DraftKings at Casino Queen. And thanks to Whitmore Country Club. Visit whitmorecc.com to start your journey today. Rafe.
New number 2 show at 4 p.m. No notes otherwise. See you tomorrow.
Scott.
If you want your band to be heard, or let's say you perform on TikTok and you want to be heard, go to 1057thepoint.com/breakingbands for a chance to be on the new Breaking Band show with Clovis and me. It's going to be awesome. So get your band heard there.
All right. We leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember the day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizz Show, and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Barnhart, Michael Scapelhorn is our